Hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? As you may notice, the model's not running because, well, Outer Worlds 2 is a new game and it doesn't get along with my model with my old ass video card. So, here we are. You might also notice the game is not, and that is because it starts doing things like immediately. And so we just hanging out. I guess there's a button to proceed. I guess I could be sitting there, but I did settings and things, and I was like, all right, I better back out so that I can actually start the damn game. So, here we are. uh, obviously, The Outer Worlds 2 is the second game. I never played the first game on stream, but I did play the first game otherwise on my own for my own benefit. That was many years ago when it first came out, so we're just going to skip right past that and into The Outer Worlds 2. I foresee a lot of opportunity to complain about economic systems. If you don't know, The Outer Worlds is about an anarcho-capitalist solar system, galaxy, environment, dystopian future, whatever. Dog shit. So we'll have plenty of time to complain about the ravages of capitalism, our favorite activity to do. So, without further ado, let us get the game going. Might have to do a various amount of fussing with the setting to get, as little frame dropping as possible. We'll see how it goes. Sort of forgot about the fact that new games are a pain in the ass to try to stream because, settings, frames, and the model and such. Such is life.
Welcome to the Outer Worlds 2. Any similarities to real-world dystopian corporate-branded hellscapes are purely coincidental. I'm the Moon Man. You might know me from such business entities as Spacer's Choice or its parent company, Universal Defense Logistics. Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. But I won't bore you with how I became the galaxy's most beloved and recognizable spokesmoon. You're here to choose options from a menu. Well, have I got menu options for you?
Thanks, bro. Go ahead and start the game. See how things go, and I'll probably have to adjust setting in future.
Commander, we've been hit by one of those space anomalies.
Buddy?
And the piloting system is down.
Buddy?
The actuator's gears are shot!
Get a hold of yourself. You're an Earth Directorate agent.
Affirmative, Commander. What are the orders?
Brace for impact.
Unable to brace for impact.
Okay. Things are going well. Oh.
Is it the end for Commander Zane and Buddy? Tune in next week to find out.
From one side of the galaxy to the next, the Earth Directorate is on your side.
Is it though? How about that?
Whether against corrupt corporations, tyrannical governments, or corrupt corporations in league with tyrannical governments.
Brilliant.
The Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all colonists.
Interesting.
So remember, if you or your neighbor's government has turned tyrannical or sold themselves out to greedy corporate interests,
Oh my
just
god.
commandeer a skip drone and send the Earth Directorate an SOS, and we will respond immediately.
Oh. That took one cutscene to hit way too close to home. Earth Directorate verification required. Reading Earth Directorate mission come. Ah! How are our frames doing now that we're doing something? Mechanical arm? Mechanical leg? Or different mechanical arm? Yeah, pathetic. Have multiple prosthetics? Have all prosthetics? Cool. Again, don't care that much about the ability, especially because this game is first person. Preset, perfectly acceptable to me. All right, what do we got? Background represents who you were prior to joining the Earth Directorate. Backgrounds are used in a variety of places throughout your playthrough, such as conversations and other things you can do in the world. These represent unique experiences gained through life. Okay. Roustabout? No. Simply wanted to find a job that used your particular set of skills. None. Yet, one accidental death of a well-known villain later, you're now known as a gunslinging Earth Directorate agent not to be trifled with. You often find yourself wondering if this Earth Directorate is any good cashier. Okay. Renegade. You may have lived a life that skirted the laws of any colony you found yourself operating in. That's what you were paid for. And definitely not a reason for your unsatisfied previous employers to hunt you down, is it? Joining the Earth Directorate seemed like a great way to solve the problem your work history may have caused. Professor. You're a prominent voice in your field until your penchant for full contact archaeology and your colleagues' jealousy. Success rate for retrieving artifacts long thought to be lost cost you both your tenure and position. This is Indiana Jones. Fortunately, your talent for dealing with the more unsavory elements of artifact trafficking will serve well in the Earth Directorate. You're experiencing a youth hardship corporate malfeasance. You joined the Earth Directorate, devoting your life to bringing order to colonies in the throes of chaos. You are a champion of the people, whether they want one or not. The law is not to be trifled with. Neither are you. The grand plan. Ha! You know it's going to run by blind luck and chaos, even if you've been riding the winning edge of that chaos for most of your life. Unfortunately, that winning streak came to an end when you lost a bet with an agent who was trying to convince you to utilize your penchant for bucking the odds of the Earth Directorate. You never cared for the Earth Directorate, and they never cared for you. So much so that they decided it would be best for you to spend much, if not all, the rest of your life behind bars. However, desperate times call for desperate measures, so you accepted a deal to work for them to clear your record, or escape while they weren't looking. Kind of like the Indiana Jones one. I resonate with Professor Energy. Okay, traits. Able to perform great strength. In combat, you're an unstoppable force. Gliding or sprinting into hostiles will knock them down. You're intelligent, able to more easily solve problems, pick up new skills. During skill selection, specialize in one additional skill. Specialized skills start with a point. That's pretty appealing. Others tend to naturally follow and look up. Opinions are a little better. Innovative. You are inventive, crafty, always able to find unique solutions to complex problems. You found numerous ways to be more efficient and crafty. Crafting for stuff. Create up to twice as many of those items for the same amount of resources. Lucky. Critical hit. And opportunities are just accessible to you. Quick and dexterous. Able to move more quickly while stealthing and in combat. Speed, combat, sprint, speed. Resilient. Power through even the deadliest of injuries. Requires more than usual to keep you down. Death is prevented for 3 seconds, the first time you would have died. Each combat. Suave. You have a way with words, getting you discounts at vendors, talking your way out of minor crime. Okay. Witty. Your fun demeanor and quick wit makes you popular with others. Others are willing to forgive your past transgression. Reputation can't go below neutral. Interesting. How much of that's going to be important? I also don't know how many of these we get. Okay, get brilliant. Or you can select a second one. If I select... Okay, yeah. You do not need to select a negative trait unless you choose to select a second optional positive trait. What are the negative traits? Abrasive. You're hard on the ears. People don't like talking. Others have a hard time accepting you into their communities and organizations. Wow, reputation can't increase above neutral. Harsh. Dumb. You weren't recruited for your ability to plan or solve problems. You just can't learn something. Oh, those are okay. Those are the 3. I don't think I want those. Those are harsh. Show me what the skills actually are. 3 skills to specialize in because I'm brilliant. Otherwise, it's just 2. Speech checks with a difficulty at or below your skill level can be selected. More damage to human. Sneaking. Science! Okay, we got to do the science. Gadget energy meter max. More stacks of non-physical damage type side effect. Sure? Observation. Hidden objects with a difficulty at or below your skill level can be found. Increased weak spot damage. Healing. Ooh, lock picking as well. Stuff. Hacking. The prospect of hacking. Well. Engineering is also good. We're doing some professor shit here. So have science. I feel like observation's a strong choice. Hey Kappa, how's it going? Science, observation. Does make me wonder if I should take something other than brilliant. Because this allows me an additional skill, but that just kind of speeds the process of leveling up skills, and in the long term may not be the best choice. I'm doing pretty good. We are, fighting the inability to run the model while playing new games still, but, we are very early at the character creation, so we really have not done much of anything. Dogs were good. We met 2 dogs today. All 3 of the dogs that we have met are kind of still in the running. We're probably going to do some couple night slumber party style stuff to get more to know some of them. So one of the dogs today is currently sort of at the bottom of the list. and the other dog is at the top of the list. The one at the bottom of the list, we're contemplating giving a couple days opportunity because she was kind of the most timid of the bunch. Like, she wasn't as enthusiastic about, like, people. She was not unenthusiastic, and she was not, like, resistant to people by any stretch. She just didn't, like, into the meet and greet, like, excited to be with new people. And so, like, we like the dogs that are, like, enthused about people. But she's also just around for, like, a half hour. So it's like, maybe she can get some time to, like, bloom or whatever. Part of the reason that, like, my wife really wants to give her some more chance is because she liked to fetch. And our previous dog did not like to fetch. My wife liked a dog that would like to fetch. So, like, there is that prospect. So that's something. The other dog, however, was probably the most friendly just by the end of the meet and greet. He was, like, most comfortable. No, that's the one at the back. The one at the front is the one that, like, came out the happiest just at the end of the meet and greet. The thing with him is that he is most like our previous dog. Very similar in a lot of ways. And so we're kind of trying to decide if we want just like a repeat of the same sort of dog, or if we're more inclined to get a dog with like a somewhat different personality, just as like, you know, more exploration of the possibilities of dog personalities, you know? So like, we're not sure how we want to go about that. Hey, Seaweaver, how's it going? And so we're continuing to sort of contemplate. We're going to sleep on it. We're going to possibly do some sleepover visits, giving them a little more time. And we'll, you know, we're going to figure it out. The timid one, it was like 67 pounds, but was like 6 pounds overweight because she is in the hands of a couple of very nice retirees who spoil her too much. So she's supposed to be like 60 pounds. She's a little pudgy. The other one was, I think, allegedly like 58, but he seemed like a real svelte 58. Like I wasn't sure about that. So the one from Thursday was like 50 pounds, and then two from today were around 60 pounds, or either one of them probably should be around 60 pounds, but they weren't quite there. One was a little overweight, one seemed like a little underweight, and so they are slightly smaller, yeah, than our last dog. Kind of. Maybe I should take Lucky instead of Brilliant, just for the like certain opportunities are just accessible. Because look, I like having, you know, the most things available to me. Science and observation. Do I want that? Like, are gadgets going to be good? Shouldn't actually matter because this just starts at +2. Everything else can, you know, get there through use. Skills determine character's core abilities. Specialized skills start at 2, can be raised to max faster. Not like exclusively, just faster. Commander. I don't care about the... I don't actually care. I mean, I could just be Commander. I don't really care. This seems fine. So don't want to have to come up with a name. What? Commander it is. I think I'm okay with that. Commander. Professor. Lucky. Science and observation. May revise any of the pertinent information applied at this time or... Sure. You know, really, the name is definitely not going to matter. I think most of the game's going to be voiced, but they're definitely not going to be saying the name, so who gives a shit? Recommended mode for first play. Enemies have standard health and damage. We're looking for an extra challenge. I don't think I care enough. Can't pay enough attention. I'm straight.
Commander, as always, I'm calling on you for a mission requiring both your unique intellectual prowess and aggressive instincts for item acquisition. Your destination is the source of all skip drive manufacturing, the Arcadian system. However, for reasons that must remain classified for the moment, this colony is outside our jurisdiction. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. Without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. No conferences at which to tear apart your peers' half-baked theories. No jaunts to other systems to find rare historical items. No propagation of knowledge of any kind. In short, stagnation and death for the colonies. Your mission is to rendezvous with DeVries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives cause the rift anomalies. But be advised, if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into an intergalactic incident. Agent DeVries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action. As always, I look forward to your academically grounded yet thoroughly imaginative musings in your summary report. Along with you and your team, Commander.
Interesting. So, the first game, you show up and play as, like, a colonist from, like, a colony ship. So you have functionally no authority, and you're just, like, climbing from the bottom to do whatever you need to do. You're like an outsider. This time, interestingly, we sort of... I don't know about authority necessarily, but we have an organization that we are related to at least.
Commander, hey, Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cost no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones.
Wow. Great. That is the response that I gave. Wow.
Yeah, impressive, huh? Way it seems to make everything
I was definitely not sarcastic.
Weird to me, but they tell me I'll get used to it. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in suspended animation too long? It kind of does the same thing.
Great. I love that for us.
Didn't I just say? But this way, you don't have to risk extended hibernation. That can kill you, you know. The lab coats swear this way's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me.
Sure is.
So, well, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just hoping to get a moment to ask you for a pointer or two, you know, on how to be a great agent like yourself. Because, well, you're a legend. And the other agents, well, let's just say they disagree on just how I should go about it. Well, Pascal likes to joke around, but I think she's being sincere when she says it's all about looking out for the people who can't defend themselves. Sandoval says he's got no time for weakness. He says we gotta save people because they're too
Have
stupid
those moral
to save
choices.
themselves. And that we have righteousness on our side. And Jepson, well, you know him. He don't talk much. So, what do you think?
We said we need to put the people first. Humanity is priceless. Never forget, this is just a job. No one's ever going to be looking out for you but you. No mercy. Look, kid, I'm not here to offer advice. Find yourself a different mentor. Honestly, never forget this is just a job.
Not
No one's
looking
ever
to be
going to be looking out
contrary
for
or
you but
nothing,
you.
Commander, but that runs counter to everything we're taught at the Academy. I'll give it some thought. Anyway, thanks for giving me the time of day.
Ask her the wrong guy. We are cynical around these
I
parts.
almost plumb forgot to tell you. It's near time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's like you, top tier, one of the Earth Directorate's best. I know you'll like her. Anyway, we ought to be getting down to the main room and open up the channel.
Thanks for bringing the tea.
No need to wait on my account, Commander. I'll join you in just a tick.
Don't think those responses mattered at all. They ways to leave the conversation. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need to finagle the button. The Q is going to be doing something. I see Z is going to be doing something. Like Z is going to be probably healing me. Like what that's associated with. Q is probably my time dilation. Sure is. Valerie.
To open the channel to start the meeting with Agent DeVries, please proceed to the table.
Valerie. I immediately like you.
Your credentials are required to open the channel with Agent DeVries. Yours are currently located in your cabin.
Don't worry, you're not the only one who needs their gray matter rewired after hibernating our way through skip space, Commander.
Shut up, you. I need your sass. Please do not lead where I wanted to go.
Your cabin door appears jammed, Commander. I've made an internal note for Agent Ibarra to look into the cause. In the interim, you will need to find another way in.
What the shit, bro? What? Okay, so anything that wasn't selected is at level 0. Why I can't engineer my way. Simply this is duck. Door is. Got lighter. Smoke. Hey, good job. How was that? Was that a good time? Or equip? I'll equip it. Fuck. Did you do trick-or-treaters last night? Did you have anybody come by if you did? Please select the following topic. God, there's so... Do I care about any of this? Oh, make progress on the cat sweater. Good. Got swarmed? Okay, I don't care about any of that stuff. I've decided don't have the patience to sit there and read shit about. The agent handbook. We had a good number come through our area too. I think we ended up with like 50 or 60 total people. Oh, that's fun, Kappa. We just had folks come to the door. Although it was like, it was so much more active than it was last year. I think because last year was cold. Then I was like, I decided, I was like, man, next year we should do something more. I was like, we should sit outside too and like meet folks and do stuff, especially because so we give out like the full-size candy bars, but not only that, we this year, honestly, because we didn't really have enough candy bars, we gave out to any like teenagers that came by. We actually gave out ramen packs, largely because we had a bunch of extra ramen packs from Costco. So like we were like, yeah, we'll give out ramen packs, which were an enormous hit, by the way. If you ever have a bunch of teens come through for Halloween, give them ramen packs. They are very enthusiastic about that shit. And it was funny, especially funny, because one, I must have been like more of our direct neighbors or something. I can't remember who they are because there are too many of them, and I don't know our neighbor kids at all. Actually came by tonight, like knocked on the door, and they were like, oh my gosh, do you guys have any of those ramen packets left that you gave out yesterday? It was so good. And so we gave the last extra one we had, we actually gave to somebody who came back today to ask about it because they liked it so much, which was really funny to me. But that was really like, we should do more to meet like our neighbors and be communal and like do shit like that, because we all need our communities to be like a more interesting, better communal space, because it's just, we ain't got nothing better, so we might as well start meeting the neighbors. But it was fun.
Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip core.
Science don't work in front. Oh no, Professor. Explode if you try to open.
Exactly right. But that whole story about the explosive seals being necessary to complete the circuit so they'll function? Well, it's a lie. The seals are just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad.
Oh, interesting, Kappa. That's fun, though.
Hopefully none. Our mission's
Kind of
timing
resistant
is
than we
fortuitous.
expect.
Most of the sector's security was reassigned to the far side of the station in preparation for the imminent visit of their sovereign's family. They decommissioned several landing pads, including ours, to give them fewer points of entry to guard, giving us fewer chances to be intercepted. You'll just need to reroute power to open the door to the sector once you've landed.
It was funny. We had more than one, like, teenager specifically say that like, ours is their favorite house in the neighborhood. So it's like, okie doke. I think one of them, or I should say my wife thinks, because I wasn't paying as much attention, thinks that one might have been somebody who had come by last year and kind of like poked her nose around to see like the inside of the house and complimented our house. And so then she came back and was like, that's my favorite house in the neighborhood. Like, yeah, buddy. We have a lot of houses that do in fact go quite crazy for the the decor.
Once you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. Then, you'll need to handle their combat mechs.
Requires melee and hacking. Oh, but I have observation. I can usually find a way around things if I try hard enough.
You may very well find a way to shut them down before they even know you're there, which would be the smart play. They're relentless and well-armored. I've managed to leave caches of tools and intel for you throughout the sector. I'd take advantage of all of them, were I you. This may sound simple, but I cannot stress this enough. Do not underestimate the danger we face.
Come on, Agent. Haven't you heard? We're the best and brightest. We infiltrate corrupt governments before breakfast most days.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? The Protectorate are the worst of the worst and will not hesitate to string you up if you're caught, if you're lucky. They think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error. Your life isn't the only one at risk here.
Let's all calm down. I don't care. Noted, let's move on. 3. Calm down, Agent Pascal meant no disrespect.
Calm down. You know what I've sacrificed.
Okay, shut the hell up. Now I don't like you.
I've spent the better part of a year laying the groundwork for this mission. I don't need a team led by some egghead refugee from academia fouling it up.
Okay, yeah. Now you have made me not like you, so you're finished?
Unlike you or your team, I am a professional. Whether I like it or not, you are the commanding officer here. My personal feelings will not impede our mission.
Yeah, well, you should maybe keep them bottled up better.
Once you land, I'll patch in over comms and guide you through the sector.
Augustine! I mean, Agent DeFreeze. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
Who? Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment.
Oh, you're gonna die.
Now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. Most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent.
You're definitely dead, my dude.
Same to you,
You're cooked.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
I can freaking... I can read a flag. Thank you very much. We're gonna have mass casualties. I mean, he called it. He said, "Oh, it's my first mission. I can't wait to see you when we're done." Like, sorry, bro. You done did it. You raised the flag. Weird looking chip. That's like the most uneven thrust imaginable. Okay, let me see. Roll. I didn't really look at this. Key. Edit key findings. WASDA, obviously. Use interact. FR. Obviously. Quick melee. Front butt. Yeah, fine. Maybe. I might not end up melee much, so we can put that. D. Anything that for no. Is currently assigned to quick melee. Oh. Oh, you think those are backwards. You know what? That's fine. Companion special ability. And B. I don't know if I have C and B anywhere convenient at the moment. Flashlight. Throw. 5 for next throw. Bro, thank you. There we are. Well, now let's go. There we go.
Which is each and every one of you. Yes, you.
Hello.
You are not just a cog in the machine. You are the cog in the machine that keeps us productive.
Wow.
I may be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the bedrock upon which our system is built, but even I can't succeed alone. So be diligent, and remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
Good. We all work together.
Beloved subjects, we all know that structure is only as strong as its
Stuff to pick up. Ooh, what is happening with this weird ass dithering shadows? Jesus. Shadows.
And the bedrock upon which our system is built, but even I can't.
Commander, Ibarra and I will secure the building down here, while you're upstairs restoring power to the door.
Okay. Certificate of mental refreshment. Ooh. Congratulations on your newfound refreshment, Cadet Mowry. You are hereby authorized to return to Protectorate Society in your new position at Horizon Point Station. While this new role may present what seems to be a jarring change of pace from your previous daily activities, rest assured you are exactly where you should be, according to the plan. Should you experience any side effects such as memory loss, compromised attention span, general confusion, gastric discomfort, and an increasing sense of dread, reach out to us at once for an emergency refreshment session. Remember, we are here to serve you, so you may in turn serve the Sovereign. Long may he guide us. Okay. I have taken that for some reason. I'm sure that will be extremely helpful to me. I'm kind of glad that it's not like a Bethesda game where I can literally just loot every stupid thing sitting around, because then I feel compelled to loot every stupid thing sitting around. Then I'm just annoyed.
That smell. Did a sprat get flash fried in here?
Mechanist bad. Sprat hide. Nope, lung sanitizer. Background. The things to interact with are highlighted. Okay, we need a power fuse. Seeming. Hey, look, a power fuse. How convenient. The big ass fuse. Jesus. Oh.
The electrical system misfired somehow. Security's been triggered. This needs
Oh,
to
they're
be dealt
very
with
unhappy
quickly.
about that.
Please refrain attacking your
Hey. Also, I'm sorry I shot you, Valerie.
Commander, we finished our sweep. I'd wager we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Must be a guard around here somewhere who can shut the mechs down. Screen's broken, so should be nothing to pass yourself off as one of their own.
I did find a badge.
Always a good idea to have a cover story.
I have the badge. Oh, read this, Cadet Mowry. Okay. Cadet Maori, you have been assigned to this posting for a reason. You are to maintain order and cleanliness within this landing pad until ordered otherwise. In case of emergency or extreme confusion, send a message to the Arbiter immediately. Please continue to review your mental refreshment outtake pamphlet to remain in step with your duties. Remember, your ability to complete your duties will be reflected on your perpetual appraisal of purpose. Addendum, read this too, Cadet Maori. In anticipation of any follow-up questions you may have, please refer to the following item. 1. Momentarily not knowing where you are is not an emergency. Do not use sharp objects when cleaning the electrical wiring. Cut through the grime is a figurative expression. This landing pad is scheduled to be decommissioned soon as part of the protocol for the family of barracks visit. Once this happens, you are to report to Central Dispatch for your temporary assignment. This is important. Once decommissioned, security measures will restart upon any power surge. So, should you attempt to continue cleaning, it is likely you will be fired upon. Should this happen, seek cover and put out any fires on your person before contacting the Arbiter. We have temporary updates to security protocol. 2 Horizon Point personnel from Arbiter Jackson. In preparation for the visit of the family Varric, kin of the Sovereign, the following security measures will be put in place. Landing pads 0 through 53 through 053 through 059 will be temporarily decommissioned. Any access to the sector must be funneled through landing pads 062 or 066, where security has been tripled. Keep Sector 50 free of crowding. Only a select number of authorized subjects will be allowed to continue their work in that area during the family Varric's visit. All other subjects shall be temporarily reassigned. All guards will be assigned a location to patrol. These patrols may not be ceased until ordered to. I'm glad you're having a good time, Kappa. Don't worry. I'm sure there will be plenty to rant about coming up, so we'll see how long it stays cozy after I get going about anarcho-capitalism. 2 Horizon Point personnel from the Office of the Sovereign. The last few years have been difficult since the death of our beloved first Sovereign, but the Protectorate remains strong. Our new Sovereign, the first son and the grandson of our beloved Matriarch, will lead us to a new future for all humankind. Our moral obligation to lead mankind was set back on Earth when the Matriarch and the first presiding Bishop of the Order of the Ascendant first envisioned our perfect society. It is our legacy, it is our mandate, it is who we are, but none of us can do it alone. Your neighbor takes comfort in knowing that you would not hesitate to report them for questionable behavior, and we know you feel the same. However, even the most upstanding subject sometimes needs guidance. Okay.
Cadet Warden 4th Class Corbin receiving. It's a glorious day in the Protectorate.
Sure
How can I serve? Wait a moment. You're calling from landing pad 0-53? That's listed as
53?
decommissioned.
Got it.
And yet the defenses have come online? Please be so kind as to inform me of your name and ID number so that I may report you for this infraction. And hurry, please. The transmission of the Sovereign's family's arrival will start any moment. I can scarce afford the demerits missing it would entail.
At Robin Mowry, subject 831. Please shut down defenses. I'm an Earth Directorate agent. I'm here to steal an unsealed skip core. This is Cadet Mowry.
Mowry? Oh, now I understand. I'd heard you were, that your condition wasn't, optimal. What? I know I shouldn't be asking this, but what was it like? The mental refreshment?
It was great. You should try it.
No! I mean, yes! Of course I would. Willingly. Were I to fail to adequately fulfill my duties to the Sovereign and the Protectorate, I am pleased you have been returned to us as a fully functioning subject.
Yay. Then, can you help me out? I don't want to be sent back to mental refreshment.
Sorry, I can't risk being sent to mental... Forget I said that. It is my duty to report this. I'm sure the Arbiters will come get you out of there when they have the time.
Well, that did not succeed. So this is really interesting, because it would appear that they have gone the correct direction in the sense that so when you're talking about completely unregulated sort of like anarcho-capitalism, there are essentially two forces that will always end up with the power, and that is the megacorps and the religious institutions, because they are the holders of power, essentially, in that environment. One of them gets to do what they want because they have the money, which leads to them being able to pay mercenaries, etc., to field an actual military force. And then religion, because they also can get the money, but they do it through the means of conviction and, you know, convincing people of their method. And it's interesting to me that, of course, the first game of The Outer World was, I think, pretty much exclusively corporations with power. There might have been one planet that was a little bit religious, but I think I remember being a little bit disappointed in how that was handled, because there was a wealth of, like, opportunity that felt like it didn't get explored for that sort of I don't know, social structure. And it's, I guess, kind of nice that we're back there again. Oh no, it was a different game that I was disappointed about. It wasn't Outer World. I don't remember Outer Worlds all that well. I remember, like, some of the key vibes, and that's kind of it. I think it was all just competing corporations. I don't think they had a religious
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows fluid's about the best you can hope for. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much.
Fluid? The best? What are you talking about?
Central dispatch on the right with security ops on the left. Which you taking, Commander? We'll hit the other.
Stealth and security ops, or shoot the shit. Facing the guards head on. Yeah. You know what?
I'm
gonna face him head on.
Shoot a couple for me, will you? Ibarra and I'll take security ops, then meet you at the skip labs. We'll stay
not to
well out
die.
of trouble, won't we, Cadet?
That's right. I'm taking your words to heart, Commander. Not aiming to play hero. Just here to get the job done.
Good job, Niles.
Right. Well, then, notwithstanding Ibarra's enthusiasm here, or DeVries' concerns over fluidity, I'm fairly certain we've got this under control. Rest easy, Commander.
Well, I hope my advice to, what's his face, Niles, maybe will keep him alive. Don't play a hero. That would get you killed.
Ma'am, I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry into security ops. You know, nice and quiet like.
Oh, you gonna sell me on some of that newfangled academy training of yours? So long as it don't result in us being unceremoniously shot, suppose I can get you out.
Being shot's certainly part of it.
Mech worker.
Scanning cargo.
Alright, we're still gonna be a little bit subtle at least. Whoa! Tactical time dilation gadget. Equipped with the latest in Earth Directorate technology. The tactical time dilation, TTD gadget, slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your gadget energy meter very slowly, while moving and attacking drains it faster. The gadget energy meter refreshes slowly over time, but can be increased via other equipment and the science skill. Swap gadget, activate gadget. Cool. Okay, so that's the gadget that I actually get more power out of for science. So that's interesting. Also, I kind of presumed that I would level up skills by usage, but I don't actually think that is correct anymore.
Suspicious, you ask me.
It must just be leveling up that does it. Hold on, I gotta do something about these shadows. That dithering is like brutal. We bump it to high, are we gonna kill our frame rate? Oh, they are still dithered all to hell. Oof. I don't know what mechanism they are using for that, but it is wildly weird to look at.
You think his gaze sees all?
Surprise, asshole. Also a robot. How do you feel about being shot? Didn't love it, but also didn't really defend himself. So I guess I'm just gonna take your bit. There's my mail. You know, I should switch those back. I'm definitely gonna accidentally throw a grenade when I mean to punch. Gonna switch that. Whoopsies.
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. He's been dealt with.
As long as it was done righteously in the name of the Earth Directorate.
Got a little camera change for that one.
Too close to the airlock. We're back on the ship, let's go.
Something wrong with the airlock?
Oh, that grenade.
Grenade?
Come here, you. Grenade, I don't want that.
Heading forward.
I don't think that guy had a gun. He had a stick and grenade. They are generously providing me with ammunition. So generously providing black powder? Updated testing procedures. Updating for testing protocols D through F and maybe B. What? D-F and maybe B? Whatever. Oh no, D through... Yeah, okay. Before sealing, each core will be subjected to the new battery of tests as outlined in the latest testing schedules, update number 13250-F. This is in addition to the previous update, 13530/D. If you receive 13520/E, it will replace 133020-D, but not 13521/F, unless 13550/B is still in effect. If it is, then only the even number tests from 13220/D and 13520/F, and then an ultimate test on schedule 13502B are to be performed. Failure to comply will result in Tier 3 demerit assignment. Thanks, bro. Good to know.
You need to sabotage the transformer to disable the failsafes. This will allow you to open the door and proceed. I left the manual in the locker to your right in case you need it.
Manual or engineer? Don't have engineer. Boy, not having engineering has really left me pretty far back on being able to just interact with them. Attacking unaware enemies while crouched will perform a sneak attack. For most weapons, this allows you to preview your damage, prepare a power attack, weak spot hit, or charge shot with certain guns. One-handed melee weapons deal bonus sneak attack damage in addition to their normal or power attack damage. For mods, perks gain additional sneak attack damage with other weapons. Is that now weapon number 2? It is. Okay, I got the manual. Like, quick save? I don't know how frequently it's saving. Doing stuff. Okay, great. Great.
Good. Now that that's done, did I forget to mention the alarm? Just ignore it and get to the manual override in the control room as soon as you can.
I mean, no. No, of course, we have nothing to be concerned about.
Yes, you. You are not just a cog in the machine. You are the in the machine.
Subversive types.
Whoa, whoa. Hit her. It's not nearly as helpful as I was hoping for. I was kind of hoping to be able to sneak around the side. They apparently have lost me. There we go. I don't know how much healing my healing vials get me. Oh, I do have some grenades now. Okay. Okay, good, good. Then that grenade. Gotcha this.
That cover spot looks much better.
Oh, dude, I am low. Okay. How much does this heal? Did that just like crank up some kind of like toxicity stat or something? What's that green bar?
Breaking for cover.
Red lighter? Cigarettes, I think that was. Personnel of Horizon Point. Matrix was genius. You are not, is the title of this. The new testing schedules are not meant to correct some failing in the design of the skip drive. Such a thing would be an impossibility due to the infallibility of the matriarch and her genius. The very genius that opened the galaxy to humankind. The fault obviously lies somewhere in the manufacturing process, no doubt as a result of sloth or muddled thinking unbecoming subjects of the Protectorate. I do not care what you think you are seeing. Don't fall prey to the deception of your eye. They are untrustworthy, unlike your superior. Arbiter Gian. Oh, I know just what sort of people these are. Mag. Suppose anybody would provide for me a superior weapon. Can I eat, like, eat food? Food and drinks. You can eat food and drink you acquired to heal while out of combat. Food and drink is cheap, plentiful, making it excellent for healing up between fights. In combat, however, you can only use the medical inhaler to heal the damage you've taken. Visit the medical inhaler tutorial in the codex to learn more about it. Food and drink can be consumed on this screen manually or while out of combat with the use inhaler. Oh, this lets you heal to full quickly. Tribute dignity. It's pride you can swallow. Forced loaf. Only the best loaf shall prevail. Moderation mini rolls. Bite side for Arbiter. Prestige soda. Refreshing, tasty, fortifying. Prestige soda. Fantastic. Okay, so there's a vending machine back here, I think. Okay, so if I... Okay, so that allowed me to eat. I'm out of food now, but I was close to full health. Okay, so you are selling a copious number of ammunition and also food. But we do not have very much money. But what can I sell? I've got uncommon materials for crafting. Common for crafting. Hack. Here. Alright, I don't think I actually want to sell any of that. That all sounds like materials that I will want to keep for theme. Convenient. There are some
position over here than Debris said we should. Nothing too serious, but any distraction you could provide would be helpful, Commander.
Okay, let us provide a distraction somehow. Communications tower control. Access console for communication tower broadcast management. Status emergency power supply. Move backup power core. Unlock media port. Requires me to hack or have innovative. I don't think I can hack. We really just have the one option here, don't we? Gank this, I guess.
Comms are down. This is going better than I expected. The nearby elevator will take you out to the rendezvous point. I'll see you and your team soon in this lab.
What exactly kind of round? Elevator? Dude, there's no music. Not even an elevator message about how you must keep your faith or whatever. Do your part. Whoa. Observation skill helps you detect hidden objects in the world that can be interacted to reveal helpful loot or information. You see the observation eye appear, it means something hidden is nearby, and you should follow it for a few. Observation eye. I see. Thing. Okay, cool. I like that. Cadet 4th Class Corbin's Journal. The Vigilant was so proud when I was assigned to this research facility, but I've shamed him. Shamed everyone. Arbiter Jackson frequently and forcefully reminds me that I am lacking in discernment and ability due to my repeated failures. I have stepped in a pool of sick yesterday. I even stepped in a pool of sick yesterday and didn't notice until another cadet angrily informed me. But everything pales in comparison to my inability to grasp the articles of doctrine. Several of them seem contradictory on their face, but it must be miscomprehension on my part. As all aspects of the Protectorate are infallible, I am truly at a loss. But to admit confusion would only cast further doubt on my worthiness and add to my demerits. And if I accrue too many more demerits, mental refreshment awaits me. I know it's meant to make those who need it better subjects, but the stories I've heard of the unfortunate who return with half-lidded absent stares no longer themselves, forgetting even where they are. Sovereign preserve us. Uh-huh. Yep, that's the sort of thing dealing with. Can't doubt the party. Don't believe your lying eyes, and so on and so forth. The things they expressly said. Auto knock. Oh, good grief. Good thing that's a mechanical arm, or that would have been upsetting. Okay, it looks like that was like a single charge, so I'll have to keep that in mind. They didn't really need that at that time, but how was I to know?
What's this doing here?
Whoa.
What's that? An explosion? Avara, Pascal, do you
Oh
copy?
no.
Niles, say something.
What the fuck just happened? I see smoke.
I don't know what that was, actually. Also, my companions are definitely dead. I called it. I said it was gonna happen. We are. Or it definitely happened. Yep.
Commander, what do I do?
Raise the flag.
Fine, and then... Law, I think Pascal's hurt. I called out to her, but...
Valerie's okay, though.
There is a 90% chance Agent Pascal is trapped under rubble. 87% chance she is mortally wounded beyond help. 85% chance she's deceased.
Those are pretty high.
Everything went bad so fast. But we can't stay here. The mission. We've got to complete the mission.
Your new mission is to walk off that flesh wound, find Pascal, then return to the ship. Void the mission. You're lucky to be alive. You need to get yourself back to the ship. Also, what is this E? You just wait? Like, don't say anything? What does that mean? Like to be alive, you need to get yourself back to the ship.
Damn straight, Commander. I wasn't sure about what you told me back on the ship, but I see now you're right. I gotta look out for myself. Sorry, Pascal. I hope you make it. You too, Commander.
Issuing urgent reminder. Time is of the essence. Please continue on to the Skip Labs to complete the mission. This unit will assist Agent Ibarra
Sorry about
in
your
his
lost
endeavors.
arm.
Per Earth Directorate guidelines, an incapacitated agent's equipment is available for team use. Agent Ibarra's rifle is now yours, Commander. Using it may improve your odds of survival.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent DeVries, we need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
This makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. This doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
I wonder... Okay, so we only have 2 weapons. Oh, wrong button. Oh, that might be a sign. Guess I don't need to blow up the sign. I do wish this thing had an actual scope on it. Where I came from, it was. So I wonder, because it's put up a little thing that said this will be remembered when I chose to tell him that he should save his ass. I wonder if that choice was kind of deciding who was going to get to survive, or if by telling him to like find her, they both would have died. I don't know. Definitely, you can't have, like, an enormously wounded individual trying to find someone else who may also be seriously wounded. That's just not going to work. Just go keep your ass alive.
Hey, you there! Come over here at once! Please? What are you doing here? Why aren't you at your post? Has this whole facility gone mad? Something has transpired at Central Dispatch. I've heard gunshots, screams. I fear we may be under attack, but how? This is the Sovereign's Arcadia. I've attempted to raise anyone within the
I'm
sector,
sure it's fine, man. Don't worry about it.
communications are completely down. And there was that explosion. Please, tell me you know what's happening here.
This is an emergency. I need to get into the skip labs at once.
Voice. You're the one I spoke to over the intercom. You're not Maori. I shudder to think of my fate had I let an unauthorized person into the facility. Praise be the matriarch that I was not fooled by your false tongue.
Professor. No offense, but I'd blame my inadequate performance before invoking matriarch. What? That's just badgering him. Whatever. I'll just make fun of him.
Inflict such talk upon me and call my fealty into question with your actions. I am a subject of the Protectorate. I need not tolerate some malcontent having sport at my expense. Let us just see how you fare against the entirety of this sector's
I've made a mistake. Oh no. This was a poor choice. Oh, lordy. I mean, I suppose it is at least a source of XP for me, so thanks for that. How do you feel about them apples, asshole?
You shan't prevail, fiend.
Dang. I was hoping that was not an actual object, but it was. Oh, I am tempted to hack in there. Big station key card. Oh, do I need both mag pick and lock pick? Oh, it does. I see. I see. I can't. Mag picks aren't like freebies. Notice Day of Remembrance. This is a reminder that the annual Day of Remembrance will take place a fortnight from today. Let us use this time to reflect on the wisdom of Alexandra Varick and how we might each do our part to safeguard the perfect society she built for us. In honor of our matriarch, all personnel of Horizon Point are to gather at the highest platform of their assigned sector at midday and raise their hands to the sun. May her legacy inspire us all. If I could figure out a way to get in there and kick your ass, I would. So you know. Look at all these goodies. Why? Propaganda. I love that for us. Yeah. Fine looking propaganda.
What in the void was going on out there? Did you think shooting up the place was a good idea right now? After what happened to Niles? You need
Shut
to
the hell
stop
up.
the tomfoolery, take the lift behind you, and get to me as soon as you can. It is imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station.
Yeah, whatever, man. Kind of a pain in my ass. I'm just doing what I gotta to get where I'm going. Hip lab. Ooh, box of something. Dignity. Also, cigarette lighter. Cigarette. I sell stuff. Oh, recipe. This shit sell. Or key items, maybe? Or medical inhaler. Miracle of modern science, the medical inhaler synthesizes healing drugs. Equip pharmaceutical primers to the inhaler in the inventory, determining the functionality of your inhaler. Each use requires inhaler charge for the inhalant to be synthesized. Charge is automatically generated by finding or purchasing drugs. Warning. Overuse in a short period of time can overload the body with toxicity and cause a crash, preventing use of the inhaler for a time. That's what that was. Heals 300 health over duration. Okay. Food and drink. Throwables. Messages from Cadet Alder. Hospital restoration. To Warden Gion. Warden Gion, I have been conducting a minor, yet thoughtful and scientifically sound experiment alongside my daily duty. I have noticed a few peculiarities that have led me to believe that items swallowed up by rifts may, in fact, be somehow recovered. Now, this hypothesis is in its early stages, but I believe with some dedicated time and resources, we can dig deeper into the matter. Do I have your permission to proceed? Respectfully, Cadet P. Alderman. To Cadet Alderman. Same. From Warren G. Okay, so this is the response. Cadet, while I wish I could applaud your industrious spirit, your unwillingness to focus on your mandated work has given me pause. Do you not believe the decision to place you in this position was a wise one? Are you suggesting the plan is not an acceptable path to follow? May these questions open your eyes to so you may see the root of your brazen effrontery. Set aside your hypothesis and instead redouble your efforts toward finding a cause for the rift's creation, as you have been chosen to do. Sovereign guide you, Warden. Yeah. Mechanist bond. Free automechanical tasking. Warden Gian, your new work order is acknowledged and a roster of specially equipped automechanicals will be arriving shortly. Our team of mechanists are raring to get started. Surely, with this new methodology, our work in stabilizing the containment chamber will be all the more effective. As a side note, I'd like to assure you that Mechanist Partable only has one automechanical under his purview, so the rest of the fleet should remain functional as anticipated. Okay. Ooh, trash can. Oh, awareness and stealth. Enemies that see or hear you will build awareness. Avoid walking directly in front of an enemy's line of sight or approaching too quickly to avoid getting detected. After gaining enough awareness, enemies become suspicious and turn to face the disturbance. If they gain even more awareness, they will investigate the area they last heard or saw something in. If they find you, they will become alerted and attack. Crouching both makes it significantly harder for an enemy to see you or hear your footsteps. The sneak skill decreases the rate that enemies can spot you. Look for various perks or effects that can make your footsteps silent. Like that. So many locked doors. Really missing out by not having a freaking lock picking skill. Cloth. Oh.
Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
Uh-huh. Great. Patterns, or lack thereof. I thought this new position was meant to be full of wonder and discovery, but no. Months in, and I have nothing to show for my hard work except a legion of dismantled skip drives. All of them have malfunctioned in some fashion, and yet I can't find a pattern between them. Surely there must be one. Till we discover it, I believe it unwise to declare any drive as free of defects after inspection, as we cannot truly know for certain. We must find the pattern. Only then can we understand how they cause the catastrophes that come after. Oh. Oh no. Wait. Oh lordy. I just took it. God. I have indeed moved on from Hades.
Trust the plan.
Panel controls the line to a cluster of fuel cells. An excess flow of fuel would cause them to combust. Lucky or science? Science! Ignore the warnings and press a button. Did you close your eyes? It blew that up. Yeah, I found that, like, without the sort of underpinnings of the immediate story progress, I didn't feel like Hades 2 was as effective a stream game. So I've kind of moved to probably playing that, like, offline on my own. Because I know that there is more ending to be done. I saw in the patch notes, actually, talking about, like, true endings and stuff. So I know I'm not done with it. Obviously, there's a lot left to do. But I don't know that it's much of a, like, stream game anymore for me in the way that I interact with games like that. So I moved to something more story-driven. Obviously. Also, this dovetails very well with the things I like to complain about. So, great. Alderman's Observation Notes Part 1, Entry 1. The other cadets and I were discussing the skip core over luncheon, exploring the possibility of harnessing its power for other applications, when a thought occurred. The containment seal around the core appears flexible, enough for a small item to pass through it. What happens when an item makes direct contact with the core? We've been warned away from approaching it at all costs, but I wonder...
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms. In other words, we're trapped out here. So don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy keeping ourselves alive. Don't worry about us. Just get to DeVries and liberate that core so we can get out of here.
Stupid DeVries. Welcome, Archbishop Jackson. Please select from the following options. View personnel report. Have we here? Philip Alderman, Cadet 3rd Class. Perpetual Appraisal of Purpose, Philip Alderman. Cadet 3rd Class Philip Alderman has accrued 3 demerits in the past quarter. He has mishandled and or misplaced lab equipment, has been prone to distractibility, and has submitted 2 separate requests of his superior and a mechanist in another facility. While Cadet Alderman has proven to be an asset to computational lab duties, his extracurricular activities are becoming a distraction. I fear this may result in the cadet deluding himself into believing that he is important enough to make such requests. Recommend placing him on a PIP, a Purpose Implementation Plan, so his official duties may rightfully become the center of his life, once again. Additional warning. Below is a watch list containing subjects and their most recent warning. Autocontriver Langstress, disheveled uniform, oil-stained breeches, Cadet Phi, suspected of spreading gossip. Devisor Iriko's left eyepiece off electronic looking glass after use. Second warning. Cadet Warden Novak overheard laughing on duty. Cadet Mechanist Maori. Languid gait and posture. Wow, that's it? Languid gait and posture. Great. Cool, cool, cool. Great attitude, everyone. An auto dock. I knew we were going to get one soon. That's why I didn't heal myself with food. Owie. Yeah, something back there. What have we here? Oh. Hold on. Vendor. I have anything I want to buy. Or really, I don't. I do have more money, but I still don't really want to be cranking out money for stuff. We're doing all right. Good save, though. Secret tunnel. Whoa. Distraction devices. Distraction devices are handheld devices that make loud noises. When a distraction device is thrown near an enemy, they are alerted and investigated, allowing you to sneak by, performing a sneak attack or lure enemies into a trap. Distraction devices have a set range at which they can attract NPCs. Anyone outside of that circle will not respond or react to it. That's the button. Pull up the old switcheroo wheel. God, the dithering on these shadows is so weird. Oh, I see. That is also a distraction. I got you this. Whoa! Floaty McGee here. Sorry about your bones. That worked out pretty good. Oh, some cream. Ambiguous antiseptic. Dignity. Still working on the various inhaler charges. That's good. Bracelet. Alderman's Observation Notes, Part 2. Entry 2. Today, I witnessed Mechanist Particles automechanical passing too closely to the chamber's walls, and getting half its arm melted off in the process. I'm curious if all materials would suffer the same fate. Entry 3. I took the liberty of tossing a pair of Vaughn's spectacles into the chamber this evening. Something odd happened. Just before it dissipated into the void, it appears to flicker, as if attempting to reconstitute itself. I'll need more data to make sense of this. Is the door in here? What? Scrap metal? Scrap metal. I'm hoping that I'm not going to hit, like, a carrying capacity or anything, and that I can just keep picking it up.
They never questioned, never doubted, their zeal never lagged.
You know, having melee would have helped there. Speaking of melee. Stay away.
They would drive us into seeking shelter.
Bring it on, jackass. Oh, robot. Ow. Bonk. Did not take too much damage. I assume I have not actually gotten a level yet, but I feel like I've gotten a decent chunk of XP, so I don't actually know how much I'm waiting on to get a level. There we go. We're looking for 5,400. Pretty large number for the very beginning. That first level usually comes much faster. I don't actually know, I guess, how the structure of leveling in the game work out, though. This might be like... I don't remember the way it was in the first one. It might very much be like RPG leveling, where like max level's 20, so we're not going to be getting that many. Machining Lab Safety Log. Day 1584. The containment chamber enclosing the miniature spatial rift anomaly has been determined to be in the state of stable. All levels remain within acceptable ranges. 1585. Per a request from Warden Gian, Mechanist Vaughn has ensured a delivery of automechanicals to the containment chamber to further monitor levels and bolster the chamber's power. Day 1602. Mechanist Vaughn notes that monitored levels in the containment chamber have increased, just as we have theorized. More testing is recommended before officially updating laboratory protocols. Day 1607. The containment chamber enclosing the miniature's spatial rift anomaly has been determined to be in the state of fortified. All levels remain within acceptable range. Okay. Weird way to phrase that, but... Door open. Here? No, not. We're trying to get to her. Oh, wait. Oh. Open it. I see.
Damn it! Can't you get anything right? You were supposed to be dead already. And here I was certain an agent known for their academic pursuits would be slowed down by the chance to examine a culture none outside this colony had ever seen. Oh, an infuriating miscalculation on my part, but one that will soon be rectified.
You your ass. So I guess this whole thing wasn't just because you're horrible at your job? Yes, I am going to snark.
You think you can bait me with insults? I am a better agent than you could ever hope to be. Not that it matters. Very shortly, nothing will.
Nothing will?
Let me put this simply. Simple enough for even you to understand.
Us? For me?
The grand plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die. And you along with it.
The grand plan, huh? Hey, Scobalts, how's it going? Convenient how someone else is always the one being sacrificed in this area. Oh, it does it? That is this obvious logic. Like that one.
I have neither the time nor the need to explain the veracity, the nuances of the plan to one such as yourself.
So this is actually really interesting. This whole like grand plan, because I've been reading the Stormlight Archives by Brandon Sanderson. Sort of started shortly before I went on vacation, and then I read one of them while I was on vacation, and now I'm on to the third one. And there is like one character, one faction sort of working within that universe based on this grand plan that they like, I think they call it the diagram that was drawn out like at one point in time. So it's very reminiscent of that, which is amusing to me. My weekend's pretty good. It's nice. We got to meet a couple dogs today. We've been doing the meet and greets with dogs to try to find a new dog to adopt. Finally, to sort of not replace, but you know, fill in the family after the loss of previous dog in February. So we met a couple of them today, and now we have challenging decision and discussion and thought to figure out which one we want to go with. We'll probably do a couple like overnight stays with them to see more of their personality and such. Evolve us. Why didn't you just do whatever this is before we got here? And Niles is collateral damage. Thought you were his friend. What a coincidence. I have no more time to listen to you drone on about the point. Talk about Niles. Niles is just collateral damage? Thought you were a friend.
I was fond of him too. Saving him would have been preferable were I given the choice. But the plan cares not for our wants.
You crazy.
Risk the delicate balance of the predictions. The mathematical computations involved are very specific.
It's very much like that hit from Stormlight Archive. Great book, by the way. We had a pretty good number of trick-or-treaters here. We had probably like 50 to 60 individuals come through, obviously in group, but like we sort of started keeping track, and then a bunch of them came at once, and then our numbers were screwed, and we're like, oh well, we tried. Oh, not too late for you to stand down. Niles is still alive. That's an interesting argument. Hey, I'm gonna kill you. Niles is still alive. You could stand down.
There is no too late. This is happening right on time, as it must.
What about you? Did you do
trick or
treaters?
No
Cobalt?
Farewell, Commander.
Aye. Uh-oh. You don't give out candy? I mean, that's fair. Uh-oh. 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 It's close. It's close. Aye. Are we surviving? We making it out? We might have. Oh, play Silent Hill Life. Is it good? As I've heard, people seem to be enjoying it.
Lovren's family has been killed by a naturally occurring rift anomaly. High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been low.
Okay, things have gone poorly.
Ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's Auntie's choice. Greater value for your men.
Arcadian citizens, we've come to deliver you from oppression.
What a mess. I don't think we saved Nile. Saying. Rabbies. Whoop. No, crane game. There you go. Hooray, we made it through the prologue. Way to go, us. Robot. Huh?
You're not hearing me, Val. They were out there for almost 10 years. You know what usually happens when someone left in suspended animation that long.
Wait, Niles is alive.
Explosive cell death may result from extended periods of suspended animation.
Alright, apparently we were out for 10 years.
As the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. Oh, I never should have stopped looking. I can't face the commander right now. Not like this. I'll be in the cockpit.
We kept his ass alive. We did not get the other one.
Welcome back to consciousness, Commander.
Hello.
Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure and your unapproved 3,468-day sabbatical.
Damn it. I wouldn't call it a sabbatical. Conscious, floating in space.
This unit is not programmed to judge the activities of off-duty agents. Revival
Yeah, okay.
protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. This is to ensure no unexpected changes have occurred regarding your abilities, Commander.
Oh, cool. It gives me the chance to respec if I want. Interesting. Which honestly, I think I might.
Say,
I don't know if I want lucky. I think I did like the idea of brilliant. I liked the extra skill option. Observation, science, because it seems like these are really what opened up options. I could do engineering, hack, or lockpick. I feel like the scientist theme would go best with engineering. Also, that does give a damage like 1%, which means 2%, which is not very much. Medical? City crash threshold. Right, let's double check. Fun demeanor and quick wit makes you popular with others. So this would be pretty valuable. Reputation with any faction can never decrease below neutral. Is pretty good. This I don't really care about, this brawny, just because I don't expect to be doing a lot of melee. I don't think that's quite my vibe. I still kind of stand by that. Innovative did open up a couple options. And this would make crafting more efficient, but I don't know how much crafting I will need to do still. I think I'll stick with the brilliant. I do want the extra skill. Maybe I take the lockpicking. Lockpicking seems so valuable. I came across like 4 or 5 opportunities to do so, and I couldn't. So let's go with the lockpicking. Oh, they'll even let you change the difficulty.
Assessment complete.
Quest
It
complete.
appears you experienced some changes while in suspended animation, but nothing of concern. This unit will update your records accordingly. An event summary will now be provided to improve your situational awareness, Commander. If you feel yourself beginning to liquefy at any point, please notify this unit immediately.
Help, Valerie, I'm liquefying. Give me the briefing.
Following an aggressive merger between Anti-Cleo's and Spacer's Choice,
Oh, yeah.
corporate entity known as Anti's Choice invaded Arcadia. Anti's Choice claims they are following market demands and liberating Arcadia through the power of capitalism. Many have died. Unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. This means no ship can enter or leave the colony. The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years. Give or take 7 to 8 years.
Oh, yes, that's very precise. Thank you. Seems bad.
Correct. At some point in the next decade, the rift will result in the complete annihilation of all life in Arcadia. But currently, it is a low to medium priority concern. Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion and alarm about Agent DeVries' latest actions.
DeVries is alive. I do like the heavy sigh. What's she done now?
It has been confirmed that Agent DeVries was responsible for downing the Old Earth Directorate surveillance satellite earlier this month. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. When it fell, it signaled agents across the colony, leading to the discovery of you and Agent DeVries. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location.
I'll start. Right. Rebuild the astrogator. Possible. But the Nile certainly seems
This unit
different.
has observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regiment since the satellite was brought down. He is shaving again and routinely changes his clothing.
That is an improvement.
Update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a full agent. He is currently in the cockpit. Please extend your congratulations when you see him.
I will certainly congratulate him. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Congratulations. Everyone else is dead. Huzzah! Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point raises your skill by 1 up to your current level. If the skill is specialized, that limit is raised by 2, allowing them to surpass your level. Skills are used for various checks across the game, often have a passive bonus that is raised immediately and will allow you to access more and more perks for purchase. Oh, they allow perks. Every 2 levels, you gain a perk point to spend on unlocking exciting perks. Most perks are gated by skill, but some require the purchase of specific perks for the acquisition of a powerful item. More powerful perks are only available after you've acquired a certain number of total perks. This requirement can be fulfilled by the purchase of any available perk. You can favorite perks to help plan out your build on the perk screen. 85 unavailable. That is a lot of perks, my dudes. Damn. Okay, so here we've got auto mechanicals always drop some additional crafting materials. Your modded weapons now deal bonus damage. So we got stuff like related to engineering. Armor gains an additional armor ring. Mod slot allowing you to add a second mod to your armor. Engineering 20 required. Okay, so I guess I would guess that 20 is max. Okay, so we've got Grenadier, which requires explosive skill. Yeah, we've got guns, explosives. How many skill points do we have? We have 2 points. Got a lot going on here. We got explosive, which is pretty good. For 50% of plasma damage dealt, you now apply burn faster and heal whenever you deal plasma damage. That is pretty damn good if I were dealing plasma damage. I don't know if I will be. Directly hitting anyone with a grenade or mine will deal damage and stagger them. Bonk. Explosives also deal more damage. Secret rest. Deal full damage across their entire blast zone. Oh, they reduce in damage across the blast zone. I guess I should see what is currently available. Rapid recharge. After dropping to 10% or less gadget energy recharges faster for a few seconds. The recharge rate plus 500% for 5 seconds. Cooldown 30 seconds. Electrotherapist. You now apply electrocuted faster when dealing shock damage. Additionally, weak automechs become scrambled rather than paralyzed when reaching max attacks. Scrambled automechs will attack their allies for a duration and will take damage over time. Strong enemies, such as leaders and bosses, cannot be scrambled this way until their health has been sufficiently reduced. Treasure Hunter. Searching through containers can occasionally reward you with bonus bit or crafting material. Gain the ability to pickpocket others. I'm never going to do that. Gain critical hit chance with all weapons against all enemies. Chances increased against strong enemies, such as leaders and bosses that aren't heavily damaged. Sprinting or sliding and coming attacks against you have an increased chance to be outright avoided. Bullet shield. Bonus to damage resistance and max health. Oh, enemies are more likely to target you over your companion. Boy, I have not actually considered what I want to do with them. What else do we have down here in the science? Fade damage. See, it's 25% of the gas collection apparatus gadget. Act and cool down to 20%. And points are highlighted, blooded. I kill that. Focus target and mark target prioritize. Causes the party's attack against the regenerator team. It recharges faster based on the amount of uranium poisoning you have accumulated. What the hell that is? Prayer. Anti-acidic dematerializer is required. Okay. Requires 10 or more total perks purchased. Damn. Okay, so that would imply that we can definitely get over level 20. Damage for speed skill. Bribe cost. Right. Tall Tale Teller. Melee, something I'm likely not going to do. This is observation. Bonus damage human. Cells on the mini-map are no longer hidden by the shroud. Area outside the player's field of have their facing shown. That'd be nice. Great. Increased weak spot damage when crouched and not moving. That requires perk trick shot. I almost had a moment where I was like, oh, I'll just a search, and I was like, where's a search bar? There is not a search bar. Trick shot. Trick shot. Also observation. Also gun. Weak spot kills ricochet, dealing damage to a second nearby target. So that requires guns 1, observation. I already have observation 1. It feels kind of valuable to go ahead and get guns 1, because let's be honest, I'm gonna be shooting gun. I should probably decide if I'm doing like guns or melee, and I think I'm more inclined to be doing guns than I am melee. Or potentially explosive. Damage resistance against explosives seems valuable. Explosive skill increases damage dealt with explosive throwables such as grenades and mines, as well as weapons that deal damage in an area. While exploring, it allows the disarming sensitive objects like mines and traps. Investing in explosives allows you to collect perks that increase the potency of explosive plasma. I kind of think I should take this because being able to disarm shit feels valuable. Okay, go ahead and apply that, I guess. You'll be unable to undo point allocations after confirmation. Yeah. We're making long-term decisions real damn quick. Hopefully we can manage to not suck. I think rapid recharge might be what we want. So every 30 seconds, get 500% increased recharge for 5 seconds, which is probably going to put me much closer to full very quickly. Go ahead and get that. Right now, that means that I should be doing quite a bit of time dilation. I mean, which I've been using a bit.
This unit requires your assistance, Commander. Records indicate that lockboxes, such as the 2 housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander.
Well, that's very kind of him. Ooh. I have lockpick now. Give me 2 seconds with that lockbox, and I'm sure I can have it open.
Tampering may result in damage to the container's contents. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander.
Dang. Have a key already. Why not unlock it yourself?
Agent Ibarra updated this unit's security protocols following an incident of minor exposure. This unit is currently forbidden from unlocking containers, safes, and bathrooms in use.
I think the important bit was the bathroom.
Scans also indicate an Auntie's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander.
Was that what it's for? Concerned, do you think I'd need a gadget like that? You know too well. I don't feel that strongly either way. He's like, oh, that could come in useful.
An Earth Directorate agent prepares for all eventualities, including but not limited to unpremeditated murder. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie.
See where I can find more of these special
Agent
keys.
Ibarra theorizes that some keys may be obtainable from vendors, but the majority are likely scattered around the colony. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience.
Security lockbox is jamming this machine and needs to be removed. Decryption key. Chunk. Alright, Auntie's acidic dematerializer is a silent gadget that deals corrosive damage to enemies in short range. Enemies killed by the gadget disintegrate, removing the opportunity for enemies to find them. The gadget can be fired quickly or held, letting you get into the perfect position for firing. Also, the gadget can disintegrate corpses.
Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer.
Do not eat this liquid. Please dispose of any targeted acidic remains in a safe manner. Do not eat the remains. Okay. Great. Did it. Hey, broski.
I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing our whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for?
Niles?
Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew.
Seems I'm stuck experiencing the miracle of human consciousness for a bit longer. This is definitely the better outcome, I agree. I heard what you said earlier. Has it really been 10 years since Horizon Point? Yeah, that's what I'm curious about.
9 and change. And a rough 9 years at that. But who's counting? You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able.
I believe you. I'm not that worried about it. You didn't search hard enough. Clear. Don't beat yourself up about it. I'm sure you did the best you could.
Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the Rift, and Agent DeVries's survival.
DeVries.
What a jerk.
Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind
also thought she died.
She could use the information on that thing to destabilize the Rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her.
Fine by me. A bullet I'm saving just for her.
Unprovoked violence are not sanctioned by the Earth Directorate except on occasions of premeditative self-defense.
Oh, I have some premeditated self-defense to take action on. Sure, self-defense. We can call it that.
But as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox relay station on Paradise Island. She then followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts.
Supposed to making her pay. Sounds like you've already done some legwork. Good job. Guess there are worse places to be stuck investigating an island called Paradise. Be standing around having my ear talked off. Yeah, I like that. I guess there are worse places to be stuck investigating an island called Paradise.
You'd think so. But even before Antes invaded, the island wasn't exactly a utopia. No matter what lies the Protectorate tries to sell you. Brother's mostly nice, at least. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, name of Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than insulting your Protectorate communications hub.
True. Land on Paradise Island. Sounds like a pleasant play. Maybe. Workbench here. Crafting mod. Breakdown. Party. We got here. Workbench. The crafting screen allows you to spend crafting resources to create various items such as ammo, inhaler charges, primers, throwables, and more. Find and purchase more recipes. Unlock them on for crafting. Feels like a typo. If you're short on crafting resources, access the breakdown screen at the workbench, destroy items, and turn them into their base crafting gear. I don't have much of anything. Put an armor mod. At the workbench, the mod screen allows you to apply mods to your weapons, armor, and headgear. Mods have a variety of functionality, increasing the effectiveness and specializing your equipment to match your playstyle. Weapon mods can be purchased from a weapon modification vending. Armor mods can be purchased from vendors throughout Arcadia or found while exploring. Acquiring a mod from any source immediately unlocks a recipe in case you want to craft additional copies of it. Good. Navigation. Surprising. I can do back. Okay, so these are all junk items. Junk item. Some of these are real items. Junk. Rat hide junk item. So break down or sell. Hold E to break down all junk. I'm gonna do that. Got some of stuff. Not have heartless euphoria or coagulate. Trauma kit would give us coagulate mushroom and a heartless. So those are plant life. We have not come across any plant. Not yet. Elysium's largest and most populated colonized moon, Eden is blessed with a breathable atmosphere and tropical climate that required minimal terraforming to render habitable. Gentle trade winds reliably blow in a uniform direction, hence Eden's dramatic windswept fires. Much of this moon's idyllic landscape is now scarred from battle, although untouched pockets of paradise remain. Off we go. Are we there? Are we landing? Or look at you again to decide where to land? Go down below. I go down below. Here. E to turn it. You can have up to 2 companions who follow and assist you on your adventure. Each companion has a special companion ability that can be activated once charged. Each companion ability is unique, can taunt enemies, deal a quick burst of damage, or even heal you. Companions also level up with you. Gain a perk point every 5 levels that you can spend in the ledger. Yay, Valerie! Okay, we just got Valerie. That's all we've got. Oh no, I see. We've got Niles and Valerie. Those are the 2. These are 4 other companions that I guess will accompany us. Or rather, we'll join the ship, and then we can select. Okie doke. Now, understand how that screen is laid out. Okay, so we have C and B. Okay, right. So we've got C assigned there. There. Those are kind of weird places for that to be, but it's probably going. Don't know what they do. Ooh. That.
See that thing in the sky there? That'll be the Vox relay.
Vox stations
Thanks,
serve
I was
as
wondering
key
about that.
communication hubs for the Protectorate. Unauthorized visitors are likely to be shot or hanged on sight.
That's why we're headed to Fairfield first. Less chance of us getting shot picking up the Breeze Trail.
Crude biomass. I do love some crude biomass. Of course. Oh. We're in real exploration territory now. Important announcement. All subjects of the Protectorate. Invasion of cutthroat corporatists. The scourge of unfettered capitalism has come to Arcadia and brought with it the seeds of its own destruction. Their invasion armada exacerbated the rift anomaly, which was naturally occurring and well within our ability to control, causing it to fracture the aether further, sending invisible tendrils in all directions. This has closed the colony off from any support they may have been waiting, but has caused us no harm, being self-sufficient in every way. Everything they say sounds like lies. These bit worshippers will soon taste defeat. It is your duty to resist their sugared temptation, processed promises, and low-quality goods they are using to try to subjugate our beloved colony. Do not hesitate to sacrifice your life to stop them, or to report your fellow subjects for collusion or weakness. Any subject caught with their products will be dealt with. Subject betrayal of the Order of the Ascendant. As of this day, the Order of the Ascendant have declared themselves enemies of the Protectorate. That they have chosen to do so in the wake of the corporate invasion of our beloved colony attests to their true nature. It is now obvious that the corporate incursion was somehow helped by the traitors of the Order. Also, it would have been crushed before it began, or else it would have been crushed before it began. Rest assured, the Sovereign knew of their treachery well in advance of their betrayal and thus was not taken by surprise. Any communications from, to, or involving the Order in any way are now to be considered enemy correspondence and must be forwarded to the Ministry of Accuracy. Glory to the Protectorate. Okay, so then this is the Fairfield landing pad from Vigilant Norden. The temporary decommissioning of the landing pad. By order of the Vigilant Norden, the Fairfield landing pad is decommissioned, effective immediately. All repair efforts are to be halted. All remaining automechanical units are to be relocated toward our valiant war effort. And all subjects currently assigned there are to report to Constable Hawthorne's office for reassignment. The continued targeting of the landing pad by our vile corporatist enemies has been ineffectual at best and has not in any way contributed to this decommissioning. Our automechanical losses are insignificant and barely worth mentioning, and rumors of the imminent fall of Fairfield to the greed-loving corporatists are not only untrue, they are treasonous. These are extremely amusing to me. They would be far more amusing if there were not such unfortunate real-world parallels at the moment, but, you know, that's fine. It's fine. Stuff. Okay, we got plant life. Oop, stuff. Bits cartridge. I guess that's just money. They mentioned bits cartridge. That's just stack of cash. Oop. Stack of cash. Round, heavy round, short round, common round, all the rounds. Rod. The crafting thing, or are they just the ammo?
Big, dark cavern ahead. Seems likely we'll find Crabbles hereabouts.
Crabble spawning ground. I'm just wandering a field. I should probably not do immediately upon landing, but, well, you can't stop me. Oh, that's a decent chunk of health that fellow has. Oh. Oh, it's angry.
Emergency.
Companion abilities. Each companion has a special common ability to be activated. Yes, you said that.
Syringes.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
This unit is concerned for the
Ow, I appear to be on fire. Oh, Valerie, I think, just killed me. That's not what I thought I had equipped. Oh, lordy, there's so many of them. Oh, good God. Okay, so that is a heal ability. Good to know. Thank you, Valerie. What about you? Okay, so you distract. Crabble meat, crude biomass. Honestly, that was not nearly as much experience as I felt that combat was worth. Robot.
Entering a confrontational state.
I'm sorry, I just shot you in the ass.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
Wow, he's so enthusiastic. So chipper, so cheery. Ooh, a light revolver. Hit. For damage. Fire. Fire. Weak spot bump. Snap that on. Better. Oh, except for the fact that it uses the same ammunition.
Minor spatial anomaly detected ahead. Health benefits available at your request. This unit is in need of assistance.
I'm trying to help, Valerie. You probably shouldn't have been where you were.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Can I get you up? No. Need to revive. I can get you up. Oh, Lord. I don't know if there's really much advantage to slowing down time if I'm not, like, actively avoiding it. It doesn't, like, increase my damage or anything. Although it does make for reliable shots to the head. I don't know why I'm fighting yet. Robot. Get door. Alive or dead? Well, this stuff feels like I should be able to interact with it, but seems to be not the case. You are, in fact, already dead. Good. Maybe I will go back. I feel like this is gonna be like a side quest. I'm here. Probably have to come back and just leave ahead of myself. Although I did shoot these guys up here, so I'm sure it. Something else here. Nope, that's a small hole. Alright, well, good job us. We did it. We're great. Moving on. Now, I like got paranoid about like, but what if I don't get a side quest to go there? Am I gonna forget that it's there? Hope I don't. Go back. All right, we're still like in prologue territory. I don't know why I'm getting so like wandery. I need to go where I'm going, and I'm sure they will like reveal side quests to me. And probably a bounty board or something of some kind, and we can go from there.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
I say the same for the trooper.
Wait, did that flatten somebody? No. What? Corpses over? Kinds of corpses. All kinds of useful goodies. Is this the road? Or like a train track? Weird looking. Oh. Zeranium. Zeranium is a dangerous hazard that's found throughout Arcadia, powering Protectorate's automat. Standing in Zeranium poisons you, lowering your maximum toxicity. Too much Zeranium poison can prove fatal. Visit a doctor or autodoc to remove any accumulated Zeranium poisoning. Warning, some uranium clouds are denser than others, increasing the rate that poisoning occurred. Okay, so that... I see that. Okay, well, that's educational.
Company. Must be from that ship on the landing pad.
And he's
Go getter.
Corporate troopers.
Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all.
Soldier, another steadfast. The background shrouded in history. Wire speech. I'm an agent of the Earth Directorate. You've heard of us, I take. Let's see how they feel about the Earth Directorate.
Earth Directorate, huh? Like from the serials? Thought Arcadia was outside your jurisdiction. Any folk native to this place sure wouldn't have ever heard of you. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way.
Let's see. Look for a trader who goes by debris. You'll need to watch your mechanicals. I was attacked. And give me the pitch on what anti-choice is. Okay. Looking for a trader.
As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milverstreet knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else?
Street. Eh? Is it normal to get shot at by auto mechanicals on the way to town, or are we just special?
On the way from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them?
Not good. Oh, I found something. Fortunately, yes, found this on one of their bodies.
Damnation.
Toss ball.
I know that toss ball. Belonged to a friend on that detail. Keepsake, I guess. Thanks.
Sorry about that.
That'll mean a lot to his family. They can use it to pay his gravesite fees. Fool never bothered keeping up on the payments. Them Protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them. There's a bounty for it.
Okay. How about one accept said bounty?
Bounty terminal's out next to the jail, across from the bar. Just down the lane here a spell. You get to Town Hall, you passed it.
Can you tell me about Auntie's
What?
Joy?
You been in hibernation or something? We're here to bring the free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty to the rest of the galaxy, of course.
Great. The two people I hate are fighting.
Oh, we got everything. One of them, at least. Clinic's over there on your left. Watering hole's a bit down on the right. Market's a straight shot down the lane. Before I forget, I have standing orders to send all newcomers to Minister Milverstreet. He's in the town hall. That'd be the one with the giant hologram on it. Can't miss it. Once again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
Yeah, if I talk...
Fond of all this fighting. Anything's better than Tau said.
I noticed that I also had the option to... Like, in every conversation, there's a little option to hit E with a clock next to it, and I don't know what that does. I should use a not high-stakes conversation to try what that does. So, you've just been liberated. What now? Auntie wants to help you acclimate to your wondrous new freedom. Confused by too many new choices? Here's a handy list of strategies to help make sense of it all. Thoughtfully curated with you in mind. Only buy Auntie's product. Bits spent on our goods are returned to your pocket as your salary. It's the free market in action. Empower yourself with the latest AC product. Use new ones generously and throw away the old ones. You deserve only the best. You don't have to work for Auntie to enjoy her products, but it helps. Sell your stock to anyone with the bits to pay, and be sure to remind them how good you have it with Auntie's Choice. Support mankind's future prosperity. Persuade others to join our cause. Strangers are just customers you haven't met. Be a dynamic individual, skipping break time to enhance your profit. Persevere through any illness or hardship. You're worth it. Be efficient. Use your newfound freedoms to ensure your destiny is filled with all the goodness bits can buy. Remember, anytime you are not shopping is time you could be shopping. Reach your full potential today with Auntie's Choice. Oh my god. I just realized that it is the most straightforward play on words imaginable. It's literally anti-choice. Like, you don't get a choice. Used to be Spacer's choice and anti-Cleo's. Now it's anti-choice because, well, you ain't got no choice. Perhaps it is a little on the nose. It's literally what happened with freaking giant-ass mergers like that.
You ready for me, Doc? I'll be over here. Definitely not in excruciating pain.
Coughing, choking, and or wheezing to under 10 seconds. Our air filters, thank you.
I must ask you to hold still.
Bomb.
My liver ain't the lily kind. Tell it to me straight, Doc.
The bullet shattered your tibia and all but demolished your gastrocnemius muscle. Due to the
Good.
risk of infection, I
Great.
have to upsize your leg. There is good news, however. I recently enrolled in a course on advanced amputation techniques, so I'll be seeing a positive return on my investment sooner than expected.
Wow, I love that. What does this do? Oh, I see. It's the conversation history. Okay. Good. I was like, do I just skip? No. That's the conversation history. Very helpful. Aim to lose the leg, but it'd be worse to lose your life. Patience, a little extreme. Patience, a little. I don't have medical. I don't know why I would think I would. No. Aim to lose the leg, but it'd be worse to lose your life.
Excuse me, I'm in the middle of a private consultation.
Say,
Hello.
how sore are my pockets gonna be after all this, Doc? Don't suppose there's a discount for only taking a portion of the leg?
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer.
Could help cover some of the cost? What am I doing that for? What if the trooper can't afford the cost of treatment and isn't recompensated?
Well then, she should have thought about that before getting shot.
This is a mighty big decision, Doc. Can I have a moment to noodle on it?
Nope.
I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes for me to warm up the saw anyway.
Borrow that bone saw. Carefully, big counter. Are you a only doctor? You've got a full crowd in your waiting room. Any way to speed things up?
Short of you skipping back in time and ordering the coagulant I need, I doubt anything can be done to accelerate the timetable for treating these soldiers.
Coagulant, eh? Can't you make the coagulant yourself? There's a chem set right there.
I am a doctor, not a magician. I cannot manufacture coagulant from the aether, neither do I possess the special training to improvise with what supplies I have on hand. Now, was there anything else?
Okay. Shop. I see any choice here, but to get mini X-Protectorate coming in for treatment. Or take a look here. X-Protectorate coming in for treatment.
Most still tout the all-healing nature of protectorate medicine. But despite that, they're surprisingly amenable to accepting treatment.
Well,
they ain't
that
grown
is...
up with the right to dissent. Probably wouldn't even occur to them to turn down poison if you told them to take it.
Good thing I don't prescribe poison then. Normally. In truth, I expected more resistance given the sudden transition. But I'm not one to complain of a headache I don't have.
Okay. without having medical skills, I guess this is all I can do here. Have a good time. Sorry about your leg, I guess. Oh, bounty terminal. I found it. Oh, look up your own bounty. Requires bit transfer. Look up local bounties. The following are bounties Paradise Island region. Please select an entry. Drone swarm. The Protectorate has dispatched a swarm of anti-corporatist drones against Fairfield. The drone cannot be reasoned with or persuaded by superior marketing. Must therefore be destroyed. Drones were last seen in the hills around the Ministry of Accuracy. A bounty of bits and positive reinforcement will be awarded to whoever brings them down. Is there some way to, like... Did I take that bounty? Journal? Quest journal shows information. Yes, yes. I figured that's how that worked. Bounties? Local bounty. Good drone. Can I... How do I accept the bounty? I don't understand.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see.
Good.
My work. Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers?
Now and then. My last mission left a rift in space and cast me floating adrift in the void for a decade. As true as that is, maybe we don't want to go yelling that about. I usually dabbles in matters of life and death. Nothing as serious as I find hand. You seem a mite upset. You seem a mite upset.
That, huh? Perceptive sort. I'm having what some would call an existential crisis here, meaning the success of my existence is presently hanging in the balance. I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management.
Wow.
Now you seem like someone who knows a good deal and wouldn't be adverse to helping me out.
What is it you need help with?
It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire Grove. Problem is, you been outside of Fairfield? The funicular to Spire Grove broke recently, so I got no way to get up there.
Murder critters
I break
out
my
there.
neck scaling that cliff for sure. There's a long way around, but it's not for me. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. It wasn't before, but mayhap they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency so they can strike.
You're a coward. Things about Spire Grove there. Yeah.
While exploring facilities to the north, my partner unearthed a heretofore unexploited advanced protectorate technology. Couldn't or wouldn't go into details, but he promised every household would want one, that it would revolutionize the daily life of Auntie's Choice citizens.
All right, I'm believing you less and less. You do with it, sell it?
I lay my hands on something like that, turn it over to management. I'd start climbing the rungs of the corporate ladder right quick.
Wowee.
I'd have all the considerable perks of someone responsible for a hit new product line. Bigger salary, name recognition, reserved seating in the company restroom, the works.
Do love reserved seating in the company restroom. Quite a bind. We could probably work out some solution.
Opportunistically leveraging difficult predicaments. That's the Auntie's Choice way.
You know it.
I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion, I promise I'll see you're taken care of later.
Yeah, I bet you will. Yeah, well, okay then.
Splendid. Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove. It's some kind of agricultural harvesting encampment southwest of here, near a mess of them rocky spires. He'll provide the agreed-upon schematics.
a bit light on details about what the schematic
Truth is,
for.
haven't the slightest.
Well,
You know,
that
the
seems
Protectorate have all the most advanced technology, though. Probably something
irresponsible.
straight out of an Aetherwave serial. Edible spacesuits, N-ray specs, matter translocation. It could be anything.
Wow,
If
could be
Jackson's
anything.
all fired up about it, it'll be beyond comprehension, I'm sure.
Could be a boat. Fire truck,
Well, the broke-down funicular is due west of here. Dexterous-looking so-and-so like yourself could probably scarp her up it in a jiffy. From there, it's just up the hill a smidge. So close, but so far away. At least for me, anyhow.
Okay.
All right, then. Don't let me keep you.
Great. I have a compass. Okay, so this is north. It would be this way out of town. I don't know if I want to do this immediately. I'm gonna kind of take a quick eyeball, like up there. Is that what you're talking about? Hover target.
Might I have a word, Commander?
Huh? What do you want, Niles?
I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-Protectorate, a good man. Tracked in the Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit. Brief one, of course.
Sure. Wouldn't mind meeting this friend of
Not
yours.
sure he'd still consider me such, but that's part and parcel of the reason I want to see him. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing
Had a rough 9 years, didn't
This
you?
friend of mine, Zebulon Tran.
Zebulon
down.
Tran.
And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe.
Happened
After I recovered
too.
from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting Protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my Directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action.
Told you, damn it. This is just a job. You didn't listen. Well, actually, you did listen, but you hung out with somebody who didn't listen. Never would have guessed there was resistance to the Protectorate from within.
Resistance is a mite strong. Wasn't like he was part of some greater movement. He avoided speaking out of line, but he was already spinning up discontent by the time we met.
So, what happened?
We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot.
Trying to do the right thing. That's what an Earth Director agent should do.
Wouldn't have expected
Sure.
you to see it that way, given all your talk of trusting no one and looking out for myself. But maybe we've both done some growing since then. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble.
Oh.
That's the last I heard of him. Till recently.
Mental refreshment, huh? Well then. Be straight? What are you hoping to get out of seeing him?
If it weren't for Zeb, I'd be in the ground. It's a debt I never properly repaid. Plus, I don't relish his last memory of me being a vanishing act. I owe him better. And since finding you, well, a lot feels possible now that didn't before.
No time like the present. Let's
Much
go see your
appreciated,
friend.
Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
All right, he's out east. The exact opposite of the direction I'm currently heading. Okay, so this is the Biff climbing spot, right? An engineer's hat. And base health, 5% base health. This is a better hat. Great. I'm styling. Presumably, I cannot simply walk though. I cannot. I could probably climb. See the idea? This. Climb up this. I see what we're doing. Yes. Great success. Dog. Okay. Well, I do believe that was our contact who just plummeted to his demise. So that's great. Let's do a science. Maybe we do an engineering, pull up a little bit of various forms of science. Fine. Engineering. That's pretty much all the science we can. All the STEM stuff. Map screen, you can view areas you've discovered while exploring. Locations are hidden by the fog of war. Automatically reveals travel. Fast travel. Huh. Fast travel. See. Quite frequent fast travel options. That's... I don't think he's doing so good, guys. Sorry to say. The practical application of sweet berries. Amongst the various crops the Sovereign has discovered in Eden, few have had as sweet an impact on the Protectorate as these densely fibrous, exorbitantly oily, stupefyingly acidic kernel clusters. Originally dubbed sulfur seeds after their dreadful, abominably noxious effects were responsible for several grisly and, dare I say, grotesquely messy deaths in the early days of the colony, their name was revised upon the discovery of their myriad textile uses, and their value to the Protectorate was divided. With fibers that can be ground into solvent-resistant adhesive tar, juice that requires minimal processing to become highly indelible ink, and a naturally occurring pH of near 0, the potential uses for sweet berries are still being discovered. The next evolution of this research should focus on uses for the highly viscous lubricant that literally drips from each berry and its potential as a non-absorbent gastrointestinal unguent. Fry plant. Ooh. That's a lot of damage. I wish I had an extra weapon slot potentially used for that.
You're too young to be a crater in the dirt.
Wasn't the fall that killed him. It was the sudden stop again.
Oh, Law, I can't believe he jumped that way.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but are they gonna put us to the gallows for this?
What? No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice, Liza. We might be looking at a pretty fierce demotion for losing half our workforce and getting stuck up here, though.
Demotion to fertilizer?
No. Now cease your jawing. This ain't the time. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall?
No, he did not. No, not my garden, not my weed. Gonna move on. No, I don't think so. Why would anyone attempt to jump like that in the first place?
Those boots would make him fly, but they really just allow the user to jump repeatedly. Unless their downward velocity is too great. If so, well, you see what happens.
Double jump boot. Jackson, too bad his business partner and Phil is going to be very upset. Got to be a safer way to test them. Why jump from up there?
We've been stuck atop this machine since Ida, one of our new protectorate acquisitions, had her gray matter scrambled by the height, jumped down, and landed right in its gears.
Oof. That's the story you're going with? Half your coworkers just mysteriously jumped?
It looks bad, but please don't tell me you're filing a complaint. I didn't ask for these protectorate sods. They were assigned to me.
That's unnecessarily hurtful. But I understand why you're lashing out.
Both protectorate before joining Auntie's choice? Is that why they jumped?
No. I mean, yes. Well, maybe. Probably. I'm fairly sure Jackson thought the boots would work. A mistake likely inspired by misbegotten faith in his old
that would make sense.
But, I can't fathom no sensible motive. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy. And she
The
seemed to
freedom of meritocracy.
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject. It was part of the endless inculcation we endured in the protectorate. It can prove insurmountable for some.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive and climbing the corporate ladder.
We do all love to climb the corporate ladder, don't we? If I were you, I'd be much more concerned with how you're climbing down.
There ain't no way off this platform besides jumping, and you've seen how that ends. But you being down there makes you uniquely qualified to help us. The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery we'd spotted on a little table halfway up the spire.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to, well, to grind old Ida out of the gears.
Yikes.
The power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well, overload the drive and burn it out all permanent-like. But desperate times and all that.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate of our two former cohorts.
All right, so what? We take the boots, bound up the fire, grab the gadget, bring it to you. Why should I go to the trouble of helping you? No, I can just... All right, I can help you. Take the boots, bound up the fire. On the spire, why did Jackson jump into midair on this side? Yeah, why did Jackson jump in there?
He had no idea how science works and thought the word thrusters meant he could fly. So when I told him to jump, he opted for open air instead of where I told him to go. They're experimental. We'd not laid eyes on them before. But the data we found with them says they were actually designed to let people hop their way up the spire. If you activate the plasma thrusters when you're already airbound, they could give you a fair bit of extra boost.
Double jump.
It should let you turn a quick hop into a surprisingly grand vault.
Those look like microfied plasma emitters of some sort. Usually they aren't this small. Science 3. I have that.
I don't know about no macro-fried whatever you said. They're protectorate gear, and that's about all I know.
That, and that they're perfectly safe.
Of course they are. Sounds like a lot of risking my neck for you knuckleheads. Why should I bother? What's in it for me?
It's your duty as a subject to...
No, Liza, remember, you're not protectorate anymore. So, what have we talked about?
Duties only.
Discharged if the disbursement is dutifully deserving. Right. Sorry,
Right.
I'm just a little flummoxed by being stranded up here.
So, bits, stranger. We'll give you
Bits.
if you get us down before we starve.
All right, I'm on it.
Thank the sovereign. Thank you, stranger. We are eagerly anticipating a long life, utterly absent of starvation.
Whoa. Oh. All right. Got the blueprints. Tail. The plasmatic augmented leap enhancer. A fantastic invention that allows one to reach new heights. They are automatically equipped and allow you to jump a second time while already in the air. That's the typo. After jumping or falling, jump again to activate the thrust. Tail is ineffective while falling at critical velocity. Double jump. They really handed over a double jump real damn early, didn't they? Okay. I'm gonna get up there. Probably over here somewhere. Perhaps up this way. This is promising. Yeah, I slipped off. Or I can just regular jump and not double jump that. Just be normal for 2 damn seconds. There we go. Stuff. More stuff. The coolant tank, apparently. Joint actuator. What are these weird ass berries? Wait.
Oh, you're by our drop of Recithecium rotamulum. They're found in bandages and burn tinctures.
You don't say. Pruned vines. These lush, thick vines, clearly being cultivated for their utility. But you lack the knowledge to make use of them. What I can extract as biomass ammo. You clip a selection of leaves off the plant, which dissolve almost instantly in the solvent you've prepared. From there, it's a trivial task to mix them with your existing biomass solution and extend the volume of acidic ammo you have available. Great science used. Biomass ammo. My wheel.
If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be the way.
I got it. There. Oh. Stuff. Oh. Like. Here.
That's it? It was that easy?
Hello.
That was some impressive climbing. Poor Jackson could have learned a thing or two from you. Starting with the right direction to jump, I suppose.
Let's see about bailing you out.
Wonderful. Get us down, and I'll happily compensate you in accordance with standard Auntie's Choice urgently improvised extortive standards.
Can I keep the boots? That's really what I want. Could just brand your ass. Then I'd get to keep the boot. Automech control unit. Complete the drive overloader to prevent it from burning. Great brilliant. Oh, I do have great brilliant, right? For enhancing the limiting circuits and tweaking the system's motivators, the harvester should be able to remain functional after using the drive overload. Hey! Hopefully that means I get more money. Why is the texture like that? That was a texture error. Texture was stuck on like world coordinates and not object coordinates, so it looked like it was being moved through. Little bit strange. This game, agent chance, damage resistance, and combat faster, less damage resistant. I'm fond of damage resistance. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you reconsider.
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
I don't think it's going to allow you that freedom. Glad you're happy, and as a bonus, I also adjusted the system so it didn't burn out.
So the platform still works? That's amazing. Not that we'll be going up in it again. For that, you deserve a little extra on top of your urgently improvised extortive rate. Thank you again for all your help.
That cash. And I kept the boots. Monocular target finder. Is that like a... I don't know if I can. Ooh, no. Ooh, the neck. Snacky. Oh, yo, snack. Alright, so I guess we'll take that blueprint back. This was a valuable thing to have done first, but with the whole double jump and everything. Like it's going to be one of the more important things for us to collect. I love that that's just something you could miss, just forget to do.
And trash it. That's it. I need a smoke.
You good?
If you're about to blast me about fixing that void-forsaken terminal, it'll have to wait. I'm entitled to a break like anyone else. It's in my contract. I triple-checked.
Hey, I'm talking to you. So what do you do around here when you're not on break? Also, well, that's a totally normal and not at all defensive response to a stranger's hello. We'll keep it chill. What do you do around here?
I've been getting pressure from folks up top to deploy these protectorate drones to the military camp on behalf of Auntie's choice. The drones are ready to launch. All that he's doing is fixing their targeting priorities so they mark us as friendlies. But I can't breach the terminal's security protocols.
I was attacked by drones near Fairfield. Are you sure you even want to redeploy? True, I was.
Only as dangerous as their programming. But it's a moot point anyway. These ones ain't gonna shift on their own anytime soon. And that there's a problem. I know it probably seems like we're up to our ducks and troops, but half of them are ex-protectorate trainees who can't tell the business end of a rifle.
Ducks.
We need
I said ducks, and I was like, what a weird thing to say. One with more experience to help you. I know the unlocked in one of the cases, just so you know, if I help him taking it. I don't think I can help. Stakes are so high, why aren't you at the terminal right now?
All day. Surprised my fingers ain't stumps at this point. It was as simple as putting in the time, that'd be one thing. But it's a bit thornier than that. These protectorate systems aren't like ours back home. Trip the wrong switch and you get locked out. Have to start all over. Ask me how I know.
How do you know? Gonna fix the terminal. That kind of defeat its attitude. That's for now. Like they say, if at first
Have
you don't
another
succeed, we're damn right.
Sometimes you gotta get away from the problem in order to solve the problem. That's what I'm doing. I hope.
Well, good luck.
You vent all the fun out of being agreed with.
I literally do not have the tool set to help you. You're on your own, my man. Oh, I see. That baton is what he was talking about. Right? Like... Attention, unauthorized use of this drone terminal by untrained subjects is strictly prohibited and subject to corrective action by the Sentinels. Active messages? You've been learning. To automechanical maintenance. Notice for mandatory power cycle. As the Ministry is no doubt aware, performing a mandatory power cycling of our automechanicals will necessitate putting the very drones Fairfield relies on for its primary defense into standby mode. It is not the intention of this humble technician to frustrate the Ministry, but with your permission, I would like to conduct this exercise in stages rather than neutering all of our defenses at once. It is my fervent hope this will accomplish the task to the Ministry's satisfaction without leaving Fairfield completely vulnerable to attack. Waiting further orders, first mission to Loda. Access security protocols? Assessing security protocols, current target priorities, all protectorate targets set to friendly, all non-protectorate targets set to hostile attack on site. Hard info not found. Messages for disciplinary action. Subject notice for disciplinary action. 2 drone operation. First technician, Hoda, you forget yourself. It is your duty to follow orders to the letter, not to interpret them as you see fit. You state that Fairfield will be completely vulnerable to attack without its drone. I cannot begin to envision what foul villains your discordant mind has conjured, but hear me plainly. Fairfield is under no threat. Firstly, your little backwater town is hardly a military target, and secondly, Fairfield enjoys the guardianship of the Protectorate, making your sinister implication of its vulnerability all the more troubling for its complete disconnect from reality. For this reason, I am forwarding your previous reply as evidence of moral decline, and referring your case to Arbiter Nebs, who is at this moment conducting training exercises on the island. He will decide how best to address your malfeasance. In the meantime, I expect that power cycling to be completed forthwith, or I will add dereliction of duty to your list of offenses. The Vox relay. Minute threat to Fairfield help requested now. Message has been reviewed by the Ministry of Accuracy and categorized as disinformation. Please contact your supervising warden for permission to access deleted messages. Sovereign thanks you for your service.
Vanguard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over town hall. Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with that minister like she said.
Never catch a break. Finally find a way to
Oh
get
yeah,
ahead,
you.
and this happens. Yeah, been gone a while. How'd it go?
I got
Tell
the
me
thing for
got
you.
Good news.
Well, not the schematic, but business partner.
Why, that's
just didn't make it.
But you said you have the schematics. I'll take those. What? Sovereign's finest potato corollary peeler? This was supposed to be a guaranteed bestseller. Who in their right mind would... Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! There's no... God damn it! I'm never getting that promotion.
Yeah, I don't know why you believed him, man. Thought you were all marketing geniuses who could sell anything. Good chance to prove it.
This was supposed to be my easy path to a promotion. Must be something I can do to salvage this. Tell me, did you come across any other advanced protectorate technology while you were there? Anything more, well, easily marketable?
But if I... Am I going to have to give it to him? Me? No. No, nothing at
If I only
all.
had something, anything else to provide management, my sad, sorry fate might have been somehow averted. Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your compensation. Try not to spend it all in one place. It's supposed to be categorically bad for commerce. In the unlikely event things somehow pan out and I get that big promotion, I'll see you're taken care of. Until then, take care.
Sorry about not giving you the jet boots, but they're definitely mine. I'm not about to give them up.
Our target audience here is people who want to forget their worries, and sometimes their names.
Intoxicant Facilitator Cole.
Welcome to the Name Pending Saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli.
Saloon.
What'll it
That's
be,
a pretty
stranger?
good name. Look for information. Have any?
Why, sure. You'd be surprised how much loose talk and idle speculation occurs around here. What, between the Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Antes employees carping about work and the war? Any particular topic you have in mind?
See anything about running the town with Auntie's choice? Thought Auntie Chloe's and Spacer's choice were separate. What are folks saying about Vox Relay Station? Any word about the situation up north? I think someone headed that way should have waited. What are folks saying about Vox Relay Station?
To avoid it at all costs. They have a brigadier up there by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a danger to his own troops as ours. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions.
Oh, great. The worth steering clear of on the way there. So, how did Auntie Chloe's and Spacer's choice become one
You're
company?
asking me for the particulars of a high-level corporate acquisition. Like an in-depth accounting of the various parties who vied for control and who won out in the end? They merged. Rebranded.
Sort of.
Auntie Cleo seems in charge now. Dunno. Do my best to steer clear of corporate intrigue.
Anything you tell me about people who are running this town?
Minister Milverstreet's blessed with the gift of gab. Swear he could sell bypass shunts to a Raptidon. Ain't one of them falsely magniloquent types, though. Sincere fella. Shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. Two traits Auntie's choice highly prizes in a commander of corporate forces. To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot, whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption.
Who's in charge of the Vox Relay?
Station's run by a brigadier by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a danger to his own troops as ours.
The same thing
Real
you
piece
said.
of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions.
All I need, now I feel like I know everything.
My pleasure. Got anything for me in return?
Frozen in space for the last 9 years after raiding a secret Protectorate base. All Aetherwave serials are true story. That rift is going to swallow this entire colony soon if we don't do something.
Of course I know that. We all do. Just trying to make some bits while I can, you know? Besides, some say it's decades away. Why fret unduly today? Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur.
Guess I should have
All
mentioned the whole frozen
Appreciate you
in
dropping by.
thing. Oh well.
Oh, one of my copious direct reports. Rest assured, I'm making adequate progress in my manual labors.
Sanitizer magnet. You're doing great. Oh, that's can't take that. Whoa, that is certainly something.
Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain. Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my 2 old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience.
I
Don't
hate
want
you.
To try Auntie's patience, do we?
No, Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander.
Hello.
I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
In the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spying.
I literally just walked in, bro.
Moxie. I'll give you that.
Hold a moment, Car. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes.
What a hat. What a hat.
May be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point, especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us.
Her armor is pretty wild as well.
Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milver Street's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time. I'll be waiting.
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milver Street, Minister of Marketing, Duke of
put on the
Demographics,
voice.
Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs?
I'm not an idiot, so no. I believe everything happens for a reason. You're trying to sell me something. Let me leave for a bit to come up. Yeah, you're trying to sell me something.
I sell to the gullible and impressionable. You, however, seem a mite too clever to buy what I'm peddling. No, friend, I've got something better in mind for you. I don't
Definitely
believe in
still selling
signs.
me.
I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, you and I have an opportunity to save countless lives. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island?
To find somebody, but hold on. I can whisper denial.
With
Trust
that
this
hat?
guy?
Absolutely not.
With that
Is this a
hat.
bad time to mention I can read lips?
I am trying to find someone here. Name of Augustine DeVry.
I have some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps I saw such a name amidst my perusal of the Protectorate domicile assignment records. The record room is in this building. You have my permission to peruse at your leisure. But surely a go-getter like yourself has more ambitious goals on our island. Share them with me, and we can brave them together.
Need to get... Did I need to get into the Vox relay? I'm sure.
Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for a stroll. But if you assist me, I promise to get you inside. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed.
A bit vague, isn't it? Nice sales pitch. Bit vague, isn't it?
Please, hear me out. Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing. But for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaningless combat. I seek a persuasive method of alleviating this conflict.
Persuasive.
The Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment
They
to
certainly do.
ease the temperament of wayward subjects. The Ministry of Accuracy contains vital information about the process and where it is performed. This is the prize I seek. I previously sent a grafted soldier,
have a bit of
Trooper
curiosity
Ceylon,
myself.
to retrieve said information, but I have not heard from her in some time. Consequently, I must presume the worst.
Go to the mystery, retrieve the info. Anything else? You know about mental refreshment? Yeah, what do you know about mental
Protectorate subjects willingly submit themselves to a kind of mental reset designed to bring them closer to the Protectorate ideal. But I have reason to believe that their system is less rigid than Protectorate leadership would claim. It's ripe for exploitation. Is there a more beautiful phrase?
You say so, man. It's a grafted soldier.
Soldiers were the subjects of the Enhanced Soldier Program, so named as its intent was to utilize nature to enhance a soldier's natural talents. Unfortunately, the program resulted in many casualties, and what few successes we had were literally short-lived.
Go to this ministry and retrieve the info. Anything else?
One additional word of warning. The good Commander Carr shall not take kindly to your working with me, though that is a bridge most worth burning in my estimate.
For diplomacy and subterfuge to frontal assaults, I'd rather work. I think that's generally true. For diplomacy, certainly.
An opportunity to attain my goals and stick my finger in Babylon's eye? Today's as grand as when I led in the performance department showing of Life of a Salesman. Find your way to the Ministry of Accuracy. And if Trooper Ceylon is still alive, do send her back here to debrief. She's still contracted to us after all.
Guess I'll find out if she's still alive. Oh, I'm really close.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the whole of Spacer's Choice couldn't outmaneuver her.
Good point. So there's a a pretty good episode based on Outer World in the Secret Levels series. I don't know, cartoon. I don't know exactly what you'd call it. The series on I think it was on Amazon. Good series if you have access to it. A lot of game-based episodes for various games. There's an Outer Worlds one. I think also about Auntie Cleo. I liked the Secret Level series. Not every one of the episodes was good, but I've been a really big fan of that style of show, because Death, Love, and Robots falls into that category as well. And there's a couple other ones that I can't quite remember the name of. There's like a horror one that I'm remembering. That whole, like, I don't know if it's I guess you'd consider it like a mini series of just like unrelated episodes. So like each one's a little short story, essentially. Self-contained, full experience, which kind of nice to just have a like little episode that you're like, oh, that was nice. It was a whole story, and now it's done. Which honestly is something I guess broadly I've come to appreciate more as I've gotten older. Because I feel that way about short stories themselves as well. I mean, you know, I've been...
Commander,
Whoa.
there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition than you currently possess. Ammunition can be purchased at vending machines or crafted at a workbench using materials like this collection of scrap metal and powder.
I can also help you craft items in a pinch when we're out together. Most won't even explode on you.
All right, well, as I was saying, or I was so rudely interrupted, I generally feel the same about, like, short stories as well. I've been, you know, reading the short stories for recording. Well, I had been a while back, though I haven't lately. Just this idea of like being able to finish a short story quickly. Binocular target finder, mods, brain scanner. Hell, are it is odd design effects right fruit. This device can also be used as a destroying foe's favorite body part. Because I think for a long time I would broadly read like huge ass books and such, and then it's like, wow, what's the point with a short story when it doesn't have the same body and like it's so short, just general being, I don't know, maybe a stupid elitist sort of thing because I was young, whatever. And then I got old and I'm like, boy, those books sure are long. And now I'm just like, nice to have a little like 20-minute, hour long read to have a completed story. Isn't that nice? Okay, so are these items are blueprint. They're blueprint. Weapon range while reducing. Yeah, okay. So these are blueprint or mod, or they're the mods directly. Okay, so these are recipes. Maybe they're just mods that we can buy. Recipe on how to craft biomass canisters. I feel like we're gonna need to buy any kind of recipe option on how to craft a biomass grenade. How to craft shells. Shock rods. Oh, shock rods are an ammunition type. Short round. Concentrated energy stored in a capacitor rod, commonly used to power shock weapons and automated. No. Okay. So I think shock weapons are one of the blackberry butter today, and it's good. That does sound nice. My wife made apple crisp yesterday, and I am looking forward to finishing stream so that I could go have a big bowl of apple crisp. I love apple crisp.
Well, if it isn't a new face in Fairfield. What I meant to say is that we now have the new improved Purple Berry Crunch.
Oh, Purple Berry Crunch.
More flavor. Or was it Crunch?
Purple Berry is like the bit from Futurama. We just watched this episode the other day. Sugar blasted purple berries was like one of the jokes. Did they do that on purpose? I don't know. Notice you've taken notes on your hand. New to anti-choice by any chance?
That's nothing. Just supply list. Oh, I suppose my advertorial deficiencies are obvious, huh? Knew I should have gone in on that extra training course.
All right.
Anyway, let's try this again. Welcome to More Perfect Goods, a proud Auntie's Choice franchise. How can I improve your day?
Been running this store long.
I've been working the store going on a few weeks now.
Wow, a few weeks.
Shortly after Auntie's Choice liberated Fairfield. Still finding my stride with all the marketing suavities, as you witnessed. Advertising's been a right struggle to get a hold of, much to my chagrin.
Problem exactly?
Well, advertising is an essential part of my business. But I haven't got any new products to advertise. Just the same stock I had yesterday. And the day before that. According to the guide, in situations such as this, I'm to consult my marketing department for new copy. Except I don't have one of those either.
Good luck. Make something up. Not like anyone checks. Put in a request for new merchandise.
I didn't want to seem discourteous by asking. I still sometimes forget this isn't the Protectorate. Maybe I will put in the request. That'll sure show some initiative. Thanks for all
Sure
your help.
will.
Now, is there anything I can do for you?
Well, what are you selling?
I'm sure you'll find something that'll fit your liking.
Okay, we got guns, kinetic biomass pistol, rattler. Converts all standard cartridge into shot shells to provide increased spread and devastation close range. Ooh, an advanced decryption key used for opening high security lockboxes. Buy that. These are mods. Cost up here. Oh, plus 30% damage resistance, but 5% damage resistance lost every time the wearer takes damage. Down to no additional bonus. Resets on combat end. Interesting. Buy your advanced description key. Dang, bro. Investigate records repository. Oh, right. He did mention that he would let us in, didn't he? Guess I should talk
Well,
to
if
her.
it ain't DB Milver Street's newest sycophant. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, and you can consider that introduction the start and end of our personable relationship. If you'd spoken with me like I suggested, mayhaps the two of us could bandy words, but you didn't. And taking sides with Milver Street means I got no use for you.
Okay. Okay. Never mind. Fine. Dear Father, Mother, Guardian Name, I regret to inform you that your son, daughter, child, employee rank, first name, last name was killed in action at location on date. I know the sorrow that this message brings you, but no soldier rank last name was a valuable Auntie's choice asset, and that is her their contribution to the war effort on Eden will not be forgotten. Sincerely yours, Babylon Carr. Right. Ah! Kind of invading my personal space. Cloth, I will investigate the shit. Auntie's Choice Premium Residence Leasing, Fairfield. Available appropriated Protectorate Lodgement. Augustine DeVries. Ah, house. Red trim, circle windows. And some other people that I don't give a shit about. House, red trim, circle windows. Still stealing. Red trim. Circle windows. Windows. Red trim. This seems like it. Also still stealing. Terminal. Protectorate of Arcadia. Personal subject terminal. Welcome subject. DeVries. Messages. 2. Hey, DeVries subject. Welcome. From Supervisor First Class Camarillo. Subject of Rees. You are to report to your post in the Information Input and Retrieval Department at 0630 tomorrow. As I'm sure I don't need to tell you, every member of the Protectorate is vital to the whole, no matter how seemingly small and insignificant their role may seem to be. We expect you to conduct yourself as a harmonious part of the Protectorate. Glory to the Sun. 2 DeVries pitchball incident. Subject of Reeds. It is not unheard of for one to sustain injuries in the course of a spirited match of pitchball, even ones as serious as your shattered femur and internal hemorrhaging. In my experience, however, virtually all cases can be traced back to overindulgence in Sovereign's Pride vodka. While it is an understandable misconception, such overindulgence does not demonstrate a subject's pride or their subservience to our sovereign. Fortunately for you, in the short time you've been here, your work has been nothing but superlative, so this will not add greatly to your demerit. Nonetheless, it is your duty to work through such injuries, be an example to your fellow subjects on how to put aside one's self-importance to elevate us all. Remember, we're all key components in the safety and success of the Protectorate. Then to Augustine DeVries, subject warning. One's not shortened, typed out differently. Supervisor First Class Ojeda, a different person. Subject DeVries, your recent irregular behavior has been overlooked due to your exemplary work in the long years prior to the invasion. However, I am not plagued by my predecessor's lack of character, which has reportedly now been rectified by a course of mental refreshment, thank the Sovereign, and it is incumbent upon me to follow up on the report that you were heard espousing opinions similar to the precept of the traitorous order. I am certain this is but a miscommunication in these somewhat confusing times. Do not let it happen again. Important announcement. All subject. Invasion of cutthroat capitalists. No, corporatists. Yeah, that's right. The scourge of unfettered capitalism has come to Arcadia and brought with it the seeds of its own destruction. We've seen this before. Okay, so yeah, we've seen these announcements.
Some chic putting the Earth Directorate symbol on her wall after everything she's done.
Oh. I'll be damned. I'm back. Sorry. Blood. What the hell happened here? Freeze submerged tracker. The freeze tracker appears to have been surgically removed and submerged in liquid inside this container, obviously in an attempt to disable it. Fortunately, it was still producing film. What we got? Is to S. Lockwood from Augustine Freeze. Subject farewell. Savannah, your last missive stung me to my core. I can't believe you'd accuse us of that. Yes, I am still in contact with Victor. The schism between the Protectorate and the Order is of no consequence to us, but we are decidedly not whispering poison in each other's ear. And I can assure you the dark path you accuse us of going down is one of necessity, not choice. I never burden you with the knowledge of the things I've done, what I've been forced to live with, but therein lies the rub. I find I can do so no longer. The time for action has come. Do you remember the cliffhanger ending of the Sentinels versus the Cult of Corporatism's 6th chapter? One way or the other, I fear we are hurtling toward that same inevitable conclusion. This is one thing I cannot allow, no matter the cost. Regardless, my time on Paradise Island is over. As we used to say, see you in the equation, my friend. This is a response back. How can you say you never burdened me with what you've done? You may have never shared specifics with me, but that doesn't mean I didn't feel your suffering, Augustine. The invasion of Paradise Island is driving us all to new levels of despair, and your last message has me fearing that it has pushed you to a place of madness. I'm begging you, forget that void-damned cereal and whatever it is you're planning, and please, please come see me before you do anything that cannot be undone. This ought to make you laugh. I'm holed up in the Old Order Chapel, of all places. Maybe because it reminds me of better days with you, me and Victor. Mission log. Mission log day 25.
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. It seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me, though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters.
Okay, day 1.
I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. And I am the only one in a position to act upon it. though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I?
And day 182.
I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky.
Oh, she crazy, right?
But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it?
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientician. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking?
Had many colleagues lose themselves to an obsession? The professor?
Oh, yeah? And how many of those colleagues went and blew up a space station on account of it? Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just leave it alone. Told myself, no point in judging up the past. Should have known it wouldn't rest. DeVries may have saved me on Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too, back at the academy.
What were people saying about her?
We all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, ain't a job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us.
Been after time. I don't name before Horizon Point. No. 9-2, getting killed. Didn't get praised for doing what's expected. Must have been after my time.
Reckon so. Some might embarrassing how much worship we all put on her name. You put a tool in my hand, I would have built monuments to her. Figure my own career could be just that. Doing for others what she done for me. Never imagined I'd actually get to work with her. Me, some nobody from Triangulum. And then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the Order's numbers.
All right, so this is a little bit excessive. The Order, the one exactly is the Order. Yeah.
The Order of this Sin is just another sect of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. The grand plan and all that used to be part of the Protectorate before their big falling out. Believe they can predict the future or some such, but nice plan-abiding folks don't kill for the betterment of their cause. I can't believe the Order plotted our murder. But 10 years ago, I would have said the same about DeVries. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic. Real sensible like.
I think it's great.
Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks.
Not sound pragmatic. Not surprised, religion has been used to control and manipulate for eons. Now that's something I can get behind.
Even I can admit that not everyone following the plan is a fanatic. But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue.
You know what kept you going all these years? Hope for revenge. Hands aren't clean either now, as we've killed two. Hands aren't clean either. Well, what's kept you going all these years? Hope for revenge?
No. Didn't even know DeVries was alive until she brought the satellite down. Until then, what kept me going was mostly training and stubbornness. And Val. But to your point,
Val.
Holding someone who's wronged you accountable for their actions ain't an act of vengeance. Some might call it justice.
So sure, I think it's a fine line between the two.
Whatever name we put to it, it'll feel damn good, all the same. Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be getting in there. Reckon there's got to be someone on
To the
the island
box.
who can help us with that. Let's keep asking around. Friendly like.
We did. Ooh. Getting levels pretty quick. Let's see here. I want another point of observation. I want to keep the things that I'm good at. Keep those solid. Want another engineering? I do. Get engineering to 2. And get another perk. Therapist. Low more. Agent cancel. Additionally, anytime you evade an attack, you force an amount of gadget in, regardless of their tactical time dilation. I mean, something. An additional weapon equipment slot. Oh, that's pretty good. Alright, yeah, let's get that. I had just mentioned how I would have liked to have had a slot. Get that. Back that. Or weapon. Generally doing gun. Want to equip a melee weapon just in case? Maybe we put one in just in case. Whoa. Your directorate found a flaw in you. Easily distracted. Skills are erratic to say the least, but a jack of all trades is oftentimes better than a master of one. You can raise more skills faster, though it'll be harder to ever maximize any particular one. Interesting. Warning, once selected flaws cannot be removed. In fact, when leveling, you can only add skill points into your lowest non-zero skill, or any skill you have no points in already. Plus 1 skill points gained per level. Interesting. But no, I'm not going to take that. It would be 3 points, which is nice, I guess. But only add skills into your lowest non-zero skill or any skill you have no points in already. Oh, wait. Okay, I see. Into your lowest non-zero skill or skills you have no points in already. So I could focus on the skills that I have already selected right now. And that would be leveling up okay. I'm going to do it. I'm gonna do it like a madman. Hopefully it works like I think it does. I hope that wasn't a mistake. I wish I had had a solid save before that, but I didn't. It's interesting that flaws can like be revealed and they have such interesting effects. Okay, so what this means is that guns and explosives will have to be leveled next. And then it'll be guns, lockpicking, engineering, and explosives. And then I'll be leveling these 6. As long as I don't pick anything else. So I guess these are the specialties right now. That's where we're at. And every 2 levels, they will all have gone up by 1. Since I have the 6. That... Okay. We'll see if that shoots me in the foot. Well, with that bombshell, I guess this is as good a time as any to wrap things up for the day. We're at the 4 hours. What a remarkable change that has occurred. I hope that doesn't screw me. Well, thanks everybody coming by and hanging out. Got ourselves a new game to play. Certainly interesting. Certainly fun. I hope everybody has a good night. Everybody has a good rest of your weekend. And I'll be back on Tuesday to continue our anti-capitalist adventures. All right. See you next time. Bye.
Initiating goodnight sequence. Dispersing appropriate dosage of compound 347. Initiating phase 1 of memory calibration. This won't hurt a bit. Just close your eyes.